These aims not only have been going on, but they have been going on faster and faster. The wages of labor have been continually increasing during the same period, and in the greater part of the different branches of trade and manufacturing, the profits of stock have been diminishing. It generally requires a greater stock to carry on any sort of trade in a great town than in a country village. The great stocks employed in every branch of trade and the number of rich competitors generally reduce the rate of profit in the former below what is in the latter. But the wages of labor are generally higher in a great town than in a country village. In a thriving town, the people who have great stocks to employ frequently cannot get the number of workmen they want, and therefore bid against one another in order to get employment. The country, too, is not only much poorer, but the stocks employed in every branch of trade and the number of rich competitors generally bid against one another in order to get as many as they can, which raises the wages of labor and lowers the profits of stock. In the remote parts of the country, there is frequently not stock sufficient to employ all the people, who therefore bid against one another in order to get employment, which lowers the wages of labor and raises the profits of stock. In Scotland, though the legal rate of interest is the same as in England, the market rate is rather higher. People of the best credit there seldom borrow under 5%. Even private bankers in Edinburgh give 4% upon their promissory notes, of which payment, either in whole or in part, may be demanded at pleasure. Private bankers in London give no interest for the money which is deposited with them. There are few trades which cannot be carried on with a similar stock in Scotland than in England. The common rate of profit, therefore, must be somewhat greater. The wages of labour, it has already been observed, are lower in Scotland than in England. The country, too, is not only much poorer, but the steps by which it advances to a better condition, for it is evidently advancing, seem to be much slower and more tardy. The legal rate of interest in France has not during the course of the present century been always regulated by the market rate. In 1720, interest was reduced from the 20th to the 50th penny, or from 5 to 2%. In 1724, it was raised to the 30th penny, or to 3 1/3 percent. In 1725, it was again raised to the 20th penny, or to 5%. In 1766, during the administration of Mr. Laverty, it was reduced to the 25th penny, or to 4%. The Abbé Terray raised it afterwards to the old rate of 5%. The supposed purpose of many of those violent reductions of interest was to prepare the way for reducing that of the public debts, a purpose which has sometimes been executed. On the other hand, in proportion to the extent of its territory and the number of its people, is a richer country than England. The government there borrow at 2%, and private people of good credit at 3. The wages of labor are said to be higher in Holland than in England, and the Dutch, it is well known, trade upon lower profits than any people in Europe. The trade of Holland, it has been pretended by some people, is decaying, and it may perhaps be true that some particular branches of it are so, but these symptoms seem to indicate sufficiently that there is no general decay. When profit diminishes, merchants are very apt to complain that trade decays, though the diminution of profit is a natural effect of its prosperity, or of a greater stock being employed in it than before. During the late war, the Dutch gained the whole carrying trade of France, of which they still retain a very large share. The great property which they possess, both in French and English funds, about 40 millions, it is said in the latter, in which I suspect, however, there is a considerable exaggeration. The great sums which they lend to private people, in countries where the rate of interest is higher than in their own, are circumstances which no doubt demonstrate the redundancy of their stock, or that it has increased beyond what they can employ with tolerable profit in the proper business of their own country. But they do not demonstrate that that business has decreased. As the capital of a private man, though acquired by a particular trade, may increase beyond what he can employ in it, and yet that trade continues to increase too, so may likewise the capital of a great nation. In our North American and West Indian colonies, not only the wages of labor, but the interest of money and consequently the profits of stock are higher than in England. In the different colonies, both the legal and the market rate of interest run from 6 to 8%. High wages of labor and high profits of stock, however, are things, perhaps, which scarce ever go together, except in the peculiar circumstances of New Colony. A new colony must always, for some time, be more understocked in proportion to the extent of its territory, and more underpeopled in proportion to the extent of its stock than the greater part of other countries. They have more land than they have stock to cultivate. What they have, therefore, is applied to the cultivation only of what is most fertile and most favorably situated, land near the seashore, and along the banks of navigable rivers. Such land, too, is frequently purchased at a price below the value even of its natural produce. Stock and employed in the purchase and improvement of such lands must yield a very large profit and, consequently, afford to pay a very large interest. Its rapid accumulation and so profitable employment enables the planter to increase the number of his hands faster than he can find them to himself. Those whom he can find, therefore, are very liberally rewarded. As the colony increases, the most fertile and best situated lands have
no, it's not Bitcoin.
what is inferior both in soil and situation, and less interest can be afforded for the stock which is so employed. In the greater part of our colonies, accordingly, both the legal and the market rate of interest have been considerably reduced during the course of the present century. As riches, improvement, and population have increased, interest has declined. The wages
Oh, you can't hear the audio?
the demand for labor increases.
Yeah, Garrett. It's something like that. Hey, Garrett, you want to do an actual stream?
A great stock, though with small profits, generally increases faster than a small stock with great profits. Money, says the proverb, makes money. When you have got a little, it is often easy to get more. The great difficulty is to get that little. The connection between the increase of stock and that of industry, or of the demand for useful labor, has partly been explained already, but will be explained more fully hereafter in treating of the accumulation of stock. The acquisition of new territory or of new branches of trade may sometimes raise the profits of stock, and with them the interest of money, even in a country which is fast advancing in the acquisition of riches. The stock of the country, not being sufficient for the whole accession of business which such acquisitions present to the different people among whom it is divided, is applied to those particular branches only which afford the greatest profit. Part of what had been before employed in other trades is necessarily withdrawn from them and turned into some of the new and more profitable ones. In all those old trades, therefore, the competition comes to be less than before. The market comes to be less fully supplied with many different sorts of goods. Their profit necessarily rises more or less and yields a greater profit to those who deal in them, who can, therefore, afford to borrow at a higher interest rate. Their price necessarily rises more or less and yields a greater profit to those who deal in them, who can, therefore, afford to borrow at a higher interest. For some time after the conclusion of the late war, not only private people of the best credit, but some of the greatest companies in London commonly borrowed at 5%, who before that had not been used to pay more than 4 and 4.5%. The great accession both of territory and trade by our acquisitions in North America and the West Indies will sufficiently account for this, without supposing any diminution in the capital stock of the society. So great an accession of new business to be carried on by the old stock must necessarily have diminished the quantity employed in a great number of particular branches, in which the competition being less, the profits must have been greater. I shall hereafter have occasion to mention the reasons which dispose me to believe that the capital
Garrett, check your Twitter.
was not diminished, even by the enormous expense of the late war. The diminution of the capital stock of the society, or of the funds destined for the maintenance of industry, however, as it lowers the wages of labor, so it raises the profits of stock, and consequently the interest of money. By the wages of labor being lowered, the owners of what stock remains in the society can bring their goods at less expense to market than before, and less stock being employed in supplying the market than before, they can sell them dearer. Their goods cost them less, and they get more for them. Their profits, therefore, being augmented at both ends, can well afford a large interest. The great fortune so suddenly and so easily acquired in Bengal and the other British settlements in the East Indies may satisfy us that as the wages of labor are very low,
there's actually 38 people watching this. I'm going to start a stream with Garrett. You guys think I should just start a new one or just keep going with this one? Screw it. Wait.
The virtuous Brutus lent money in Cyprus at 8 and 40%, as we learn from the letters of Cicero.
We're already here, yeah, but it's gonna this video's gonna be like 20 minutes of Adam Smith random stream. I don't know. I'll see what Garrett says. Whichever, you're the artist. All right, come on in, Garrett.
liable under the pretense of justice to be pillaged and plundered in all the different branches of business transacted within it can never be equal to what the nature and extent of that business might admit.
Close.
In every different branch, the oppression of the poor must establish the monopoly of the rich, who, by engrossing the whole trade to themselves, will be able to make very large profits. 12%, accordingly, is said to be the common interest of money in China, and the ordinary profits of stock must be sufficient to afford this large interest. A defect in the law may sometimes raise the rate of interest considerably above what the condition of the country as to wealth or poverty would require. When the law does not enforce the performance of contracts, it puts all borrowers nearly upon the same footing with bankrupts or people of
Cancel, man. Just
better
freaking
regulated
close.
countries.
All
The
right.
uncertainty of recovering his money makes the lender exact the same usurious interest which is usually required from bankrupts.
All right.
Who overran the western provinces of the Roman Empire, the performance of contracts.
The night just got interesting.
Contracting parties. The courts of justice of their kings seldom intermeddled in it. The high rate of interest.
All right. Restart. You want me to restart?
When the law prohibits interest altogether, it does not prevent it. Many people must borrow and without such a consideration.
Ooh, 6706.
Not only to what can be
Look at it go. Look at it go.
The high rate of interest among all Mohammedan nations is accounted for.
Uh-oh. Car video.
I pulled over to the side of the road
All right.
so I can jump on the stream.
Hold on. Let me shut Adam Smith off real quick. I swear it's like these people don't know who Adam Smith is, Garrett.
It's crazy.
I know, right?
I don't know who Adam Smith is.
Wait, what?
Who is it?
Oh, he was a sort of an economist from back in around the founding of our country. He's kind of he kind of explained. He didn't create capitalism, obviously, but he kind of explained it really for the first time. A lot of guys like Milton Friedman and Thomas Sowell, they always back to they always go back to Adam Smith and how he explained how
so not
free
the
markets
speaker.
work.
The speaker is not Adam Smith.
No, the writer.
Okay.
He's dead.
I was like, wait a second. Is this guy a time traveler?
Where you going, man?
I am driving around. I was going home, but since I'm on the stream.
Now you're just gonna drive around. Right on, dude. Well, it's good to meet you.
Yeah, man. It's been a while.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find a good time.
Got to turn you up. So you've been paying attention to all this this comic book Phantom Menace stuff, huh?
Yeah. Trying to figure out what's going on. It's a little confusing.
I like to keep it confusing.
Yeah.
Keep people on their toes.
So I saw the stream going, and I was like, what? And I watched it, and I was like, this has got to be some kind of interpretive dance or something. What's going on?
Keeping them on their toes, man. Keeping them on their toes.
Something happened that I'm missing?
Well, I posted something today on my Twitter telling people who aren't actually fans of mine to unsub from me. And they are. So.
Oh, well then it works out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's working brilliantly. I like to self-sabotage myself once in a while, just to kind of clear the cobwebs out.
Yeah, it keeps you on your toes, like you're saying.
That's right. That's right.
Stay on your feet, zigzag pattern.
So how'd you get involved in all this Phantom Menace stuff?
I feel like I've always been Phantom Menace. I just didn't know there was a movement until I saw there was people going on, and I was like, hey, I agree with these people. I guess I'm Phantom Menace now. So I feel like the same thing with the whole comics movement as well. I just didn't know about it.
Yeah.
Come to it late.
Who'd you start following first?
Well, I've been following you for a year. I didn't know you had a YouTube channel though. I've been following you on Twitter.
Oh.
And then
should have spoke up earlier, man.
I know. I'm sorry. I just saw every once in a while I'd see you, and I just saw you completely independent from the whole comics movement thing. So I didn't even know you were connected to Comicsgate or any of that stuff. I was just like, oh, I like this guy. He's got good art and he's funny.
Oh,
so
well, thank you.
Thank you very much. A long time ago, and then it wasn't until later I found that you were in a movement. I was like, oh, I like this stuff. So.
Oh, cool.
So it's probably you actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Were
then
you?
I started started following Nerdrotic with Gary and Jeremy at Geeks and Gamers. Started following those guys.
And yet you come on my show last.
I know. I'm sorry. I know. Whenever Gary was like, "Hey, let's do a live stream," I was like, "Yeah." I feel bad though. I was supposed to go on mics, so.
Yeah.
Sorry, I apologize.
And you went on Doug's too.
Yeah.
Man, I'm feeling left behind here. Kind of sad.
Sorry.
Feeling a little melancholy.
You're so busy. It's your fault.
Okay, I accept that. So how did you work that deal out with Doug to get his little commercial thing?
On the show?
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah, we were doing the live stream, and we were just kind of getting people to say the most American thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I was already talking to Doug about what was I talking to him about? I think we were talking about the tattoo. We're doing the live stream about the tattoo, him designing me a tattoo of Earthworm Jim. And then just that day, we were talking about trying to get people to send in stuff. So we're like, hey, send in this, think of the most American thing you can think of, and then send it to me. So then that's how it kind of worked. It was kind of a last minute thing. We threw him in there.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool. So
I'm trying to hopefully eventually we can get some more smaller. No, I don't want to say smaller, but I guess.
Dude, it's comics. We're all small. We're infinitesimal, scraping out a living on the underside of the entertainment belly.
Yeah.
It's
But independent creators and stuff. I want to hopefully get us an area where we can highlight some stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like you and Doug and whatnot. So it's just carving out a space that we can do it.
What, on the show?
I don't know. Eventually, you might try to get interviews or something. But
I don't know. Is Crowder even a comics fan?
He was whenever he was younger. He said he used to follow X-Men a whole lot and stuff. He just kind of came out of it.
Oh, he's probably a Jim Lee fan.
Jim Lee. Honestly, I never liked his style.
Oh.
Yeah.
Go on.
I'm a huge Batman fan. Number one superhero in my eyes. And then I just never liked his take on the. I never liked the ears. Something about the way he does Batman's.
Because he just does them flat, and then he just does the little pointy things.
Yeah, the little ears with the curvature of his earlobe. You can see it in the side of his head. I always thought that was weird. I didn't really like that. And then his Joker, wasn't really into that.
Yeah, his Joker looks terrible.
Yeah, I don't like it at all. So,
John Malin called you
not
one
into it.
quarter Jim Lee hater.
More like 100%.
Oh, I should change my name on this thing to half Japanese Mike.
Oh, nice, yes. You got to fill in those quotas.
Yeah. I am my own quota. My wife's Jewish. My kids are just a mess of stuff. It's
Yeah, that's how you do it. It's like my kids.
Yeah,
my kids are all mixed up. I've got 3.
Oh, really?
3 little ones. Oldest one's 8. 8, 6, 2.
Fun.
Yeah.
You only need 2 more to match me.
Oh, well, maybe. Who knows?
Dude, we got to 3 kids. We wanted 6 kids. Before we knew what it was like to actually have kids, we wanted 6. And then we got to 3 and we're like, okay, this is enough.
And then you had 2 more.
And then we had 2 more. So we're not very good at planning things.
Yeah.
Maybe we should have gone to Planned Parenthood. They could have explained things to us.
Oh, yeah, because they do all the family planning.
Yeah?
They can help you out with that.
Yeah.
That's what I hear anyway.
I hear they have great women's services.
Yeah. Only a small portion of it is
3%.
termination.
Only 3%. That's what I hear. So tell me what got you into comics?
Batman the animated series.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but I was born
You're
in '92.
90. Holy crap,
Yeah.
dude. I graduated high school in 89. My
So
career is as old as you are. I literally started in 92.
perfect. There you go. It's the perfect year.
Yeah.
So what Batman came out in '92, or was it '93? I want to say
Rough.
it's '92.
I think, yeah, around that era, yeah.
And my mom taped them. She recorded them on VHS. If you guys remember that VHS,
Mm-hmm.
and then I was able to. I had that tape, and she would just play it all the time, like whenever I was 2. So I just watched nothing but Batman animated series forever.
Mm. And now.
And that's what got me into action. I was like, oh, there's comics? Okay. So when I got old and I had a little bit of money, I could buy comics. So.
Isn't it nice that you actually made that transition? Because that's like been the failure for the last 20 years with all these comics being the major media source, the major media revenue for Hollywood. They've completely failed to create any kind of a trickle-down effect to the comic book industry.
Yeah.
You'd
think that comics would be the biggest thing there is.
Yep.
Aside from the movies, because the movies are movies now. Like they're the pinnacle of pop culture at the moment are all the superhero movies. But it just doesn't reverse. I wonder why that is. Like what do you think the reason is behind it?
I just think they don't care. Comics is so little. I mean, the entirety of the comic book industry for a year, the profits, it's like the profits less than the profits of one good movie. Right?
So they just put it off. And
yeah, well, you just cut it up into little pieces, and so if Marvel gets 30 or 40% of that, and DC gets 30 or 40% of that, that's why are you going to put the effort into it? You know, if you're Disney, are you going to be like, you know what, we should throw a couple extra $100 million into promoting comic books so that we can make a couple $100 million?
Yeah.
But I remember they used to do it. Remember the old G.I. Joe? Oh no, darn it, you're too young. Okay, when I was a kid, they would have G.I. Joe cartoons, and then at the end they would say, "Go get the comic book of G.I. Joe," because it was Hasbro and Marvel all working together.
Yeah, well, they did that with He-Man. Each He-Man toy came with a little comic book of the storyline, right?
Yeah, no, I'm talking about commercials on TV.
Oh, like on TV.
Yeah,
wow.
So there were commercials for the comics on TV, and they don't. Yeah,
I think maybe comics have gone the way of theater, like plays. It's there, but it's not the main thing.
All right. Yeah, I just think that Marvel and DC think of comics as research and development. It's a whether it breaks even, whether it loses money.
Yeah.
It's R&D for stories, and then they can go in and they can farm the good stories if they create good characters, which is why it was so crappy that Marvel went down this SJW trail, because now that's the stuff they're farming. And Phase 4 is going to be such a train wreck.
Oh my god, that whole panel of look at all the new movies we're coming out with. Thor's a woman now. She-Hulk. Captain Marvel. Doctor Strange, but it's not just Doctor Strange. It's Doctor Strange and somebody else, but it's a woman. Yeah. They only seem to be pulling from the last 5 years.
I
whole
love
Marvel now stuff.
Yeah, for now, because before they were pulling from the 80s. It was almost exclusively stories from the 80s that they were pulling from, which was great, because that's to me, that's John Malin and I will disagree with this. He thinks it's the 90s are the best era of comics, but clearly it is the 80s. Clearly. Do you have a favorite era?
I'd probably say the 80s.
That's right.
I mean, I love
correct.
Yeah. I love a lot of the storylines that came out of that era. So,
Yeah,
I mean, a lot of the '90s. I didn't like the art so much in the '90s.
they were
quite as much.
I think that was because, in the 80s, you had people that were driven who just really loved comics, and there weren't that many books around, so the editors could pick and choose the best talent, right?
Yeah.
In the 90s, I mean, they were hiring anybody that could pick up a pencil because every new book would sell 500,000 copies, and it was
Yeah.
like, hey, Joe Schmo over here has a kid that can draw. It's like, put
Yeah.
him on a book. It'll sell 500,000 bucks. Like, yeah.
Ugh.
That kind of a glut just really ruined comics for me. Apparently, Malin thinks that's the best thing ever. Oh my gosh. You know how professional I am over here with my podcast studio. You're stopped.
That freeze?
No, I mean
Or do I just stopped? Oh, it's a red light.
Oh. Yeah. All right. Let's see. Art Thibert says he was around for both. However, the 90s was very good for me personally. Yeah, because there was money. It was flush with money. Dude, I was getting paid $250 a page to ink Freak Force. And I was doing like 3 pages a day. It was glorious.
Dang.
But
it was the bubble.
Yeah, it was a bubble.
It was the bubble.
Now we're living in reality.
Yeah. So I don't know. I think it'll always be around comics. It'll be like theater. It's an art form that I don't think will go away, but it's not mainstream. It's just kind of like all of you guys doing independent stuff. You found the audience that still cares about that stuff.
Right.
That's what's good to them, and I think it'll always be around.
Yeah. Hey, guys in the chat, could you like and share and change the title when you share it? Because I don't remember. I don't even remember why I put this. The Wealth of Nations.
Yeah. That's that too. I was like, what is this supposed to mean?
Garrett, you got to read The Wealth of Nations, man. You go in and you blow Crowder's mind. Did you know that Adam Smith said in 1773 that...
I'll be like, whoa. How do you're so smart.
I should make you
really.
Matthew Fowler says he was dropping all his paper route cash on comics back then. Yeah, and that was a great thing, man. You could just scrape together some freaking coins. So when I started reading comics, they were 60 cents. Right? So that was like, I got my allowance.
$2.
Yeah, I got my allowance, which was only $5 a week. I could.
Dude, you could get like
comics and candy.
Whole runs of stuff.
Yeah, and I remember looking up at the wall, and there's these John Byrne X-Men from just a few years before I started collecting, and they're like $20, and I'm like, oh. Man, couldn't afford those, unfortunately.
I just buy trades now. I don't even do the individual. I just buy the big chunks, and it's not even recent issues of things. It's all old stuff.
Yeah, because the recent stuff sucks.
Yeah, it's all crap. The only thing that I do buy that's recent are smaller runs of like independent stuff. I'll get Image stuff that's kind of niche. Like this one Manifest Destiny. It's like Lewis and Clark exploring America, but it's like got supernatural things going on. So it's not even like Superman, Batman, Spider-Man. It's Lewis and Clark. I get like weird stuff.
Do you get into any manga?
No, but I just bought Akira.
Akira.
Volume 1. So I haven't cracked it open yet, but I'm going to start.
You've seen the anime though, right?
Oh yeah, I love that movie. It's a great movie. So I figured I'd finally read the manga.
I saw it in theater in 1989. I still have the T-shirt. Man. I literally have T-shirts that are older than you.
That movie's amazing.
You grow a better beard than I can, so that makes it feel better.
My beard sucks. you talking
Dude,
about?
I literally all I can grow is a goatee. It's my mom's Japanese, so it's like I
So you
get
need
tiny little scraggles on the sides and then just goatee.
you do
If I
like
start
Fu
growing.
Manchu.
Yep. Yep. If
I
I
can't
went on,
connect my mustache and my beard. Like this is not.
yeah,
never connects.
I can't get a good connection either. It's just a little.
It's sad.
Yeah. So quarter black. What's the rest of the 3/4?
Rest of it is German, Irish, Indian, like Native American,
Yeah. Which tribe?
Choctaw,
Ah,
and Chickasaw.
my wife and
I don't-
children are Chiricahua.
Ooh, nice. We probably war against each other.
Probably.
Put our tribes against each other.
But they all start with CH.
Oh. So they're on the same team. Okay, that's how it works. Yeah, I feel like I'm a part of a bunch of downtrodden people, except for the German side. I don't know.
Do you
how
get
that
any?
got in there.
Do you get any money from the government for being so downtrodden?
You would think,
I know, right?
but don't.
No casino money.
I don't even get casino money.
Dang, man, you're getting ripped off. You should fight the man.
I need my reparations. I need my casino money.
Yeah.
Nobody cares about the Irish though. Like the Irish were enslaved too, but nobody talks about them.
Yeah.
They're like, just eat your potatoes.
Yeah. I talk about that often, actually. So how often are you watching my channel out of all the different choices you have? Don't feel bad if it's not. You can be honest.
No, I mean it's pretty often. I think I watch your channel, Doug's channel, Geeks and Gamers, Nerdrotic, and sometimes the Quartering. I think that's all. That's like my subscription service at the moment.
Right on. Yeah, I'm going to be on Nerdrotic on Friday before the auctions. Do you ever come on the auctions?
I'm going to be on Friday on Nerdrotic.
Are you?
We're going to be on together.
Dude. Nice.
Yeah. He invited me on, and I was like, hell yeah.
And Mahler's going to be on. Dude, that's going to be a hell of a show.
What? Dude, that's going to be a great show.
Yeah.
I haven't met Mahler yet. I haven't digitally met him yet. So
I just met him on Saturday. Like we're meeting.
I watch Mahler too, but he never does anything.
Dude, it takes him 3 months. The last Game of Thrones
I know.
video, I haven't seen it yet, but it took him 3 freaking months.
I know.
But his videos are amazing. That dude is so smart. I think he's the smartest of all of us.
I think so, yeah. I don't understand how he can think so objectively. That is gonna be such a difficult thing.
Yeah,
because even when you're thinking about something objectively, you've got your own, your own subjective feelings about things, and you got to parse that and try to say the most objective thing. I respect his channel a whole lot about that.
Yeah,
that's some hard work he puts into those things.
It is. It'd be like if I was trying to do a Mahler video. It'd be like I would have to play a movie for about 3 minutes and then stop and think about it for half an hour.
Yeah,
and
okay, really analyze this. It would take it takes him 3 months. I would come back in 2 years. I'd be like, all right, I got one video on Captain Marvel. You guys
Nobody cares anymore.
Yeah, we're already.
Oh, go to Black Garrett's gone.
Oh, my wife called. Sorry.
Oh, all right.
She's like, "What's going on?"
You want to take that? Is it?
Oh no.
I actually hung up on my wife on a live stream yesterday. I was doing a car video. Did you see me shopping with my daughter?
I did see that.
I do just such riveting videos. I know.
I love how your live streams could just be anything. You don't know what you're going to click on.
It's true.
It's
true.
Random things.
It's kind of a crapshoot.
Yeah, it's kind of great. It's good.
So you're heading home from Crowder, or?
Yep.
How long's your commute usually?
About 45 minutes.
Oof.
Yeah.
Yowzer. And you guys are in Texas, right?
Yeah.
How's the heat?
It's getting better.
You're not originally from Texas, though.
I am.
Oh, you are?
but I am, yeah.
Oh, which
Local.
part?
What was that?
Which part?
Oh, I was born in Austin, so
Oh.
I've lived all over Texas. I lived in Central Texas. I lived in West Texas, East Texas, all over the place.
I lived in Austin for about a year when I worked at Ion Storm, working on the Deus Ex game.
Oh wow!
I think you were 7.
So
I might have
was
seen you.
probably in West Texas.
Oh, West Texas. That's a hell of a drive, man. I've driven out there from Austin, from here to Austin. You drive through 3 states, and you get halfway there, and you're in El Paso.
Yeah. Yeah. Driving through Texas is crazy.
Yeah.
Anytime you have to take a road trip, it's 10 hours in any direction.
You know what they really should
Texas.
sell though? Like in El Paso, if people are driving all the way like to Austin or Houston or something, they should sell like bingo cards with different animals, and you could play like dead animal bingo.
We had that. I had a little booklet that was like.
No, you didn't. For real?
It wasn't like dead animals, but I mean, it was like a cow, a horse, a bus, and then you just go, oh, look, I saw a bus, bingo. Oh, I saw a cow, bingo. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's usually like the dead armadillo on the side of the road. Oh, hey, there's a coyote. Oh, look, a deer.
Got it. Okay. Yeah, it's a deer, another deer, another deer, another deer. That's Texas roads.
Yeah. You home now?
Yeah. Can I turn the light on?
Sure. Are
Too bright. Too bright. Let's go that one. That's better.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah. So Friday,
man.
Hang out on Friday.
That is gonna be fun.
It's gonna be good. We have to figure out what we're gonna talk about.
Probably Star Wars.
Probably, and all the crazy stuff that's been going on. You've been following it because you've been making news videos.
I have. How do you like them?
About it. I like them. I noticed that you like start actually dropping some hot news on it. So good.
I'm trying because I want to get to the point where I'm so comfortable doing that I can do some good videos for Geeks and Gamers. For those who don't know, I'm Team Geeks and Gamers now. We should get you on there.
If I had time, I wish. I know somebody said that I was whenever I was on his stream, somebody was like, "Oh, you should have Quarter Black Garrett do videos." I was like, if I had time, I barely have time to do anything else.
You can do car videos.
I could do car videos. just randomly drop a car video on Geeks and Gamers.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. Yeah. Rhaegar says we should talk about that Dave Chappelle special. That would actually be a good idea.
Dude, yeah. Did you watch it?
Yeah. I did a video on I think it was called something like Dave Chappelle Takes on Cultural Marxism.
Yeah. Dude. I've watched it twice, and that special is so good. I don't know if it's his best comedic special, but it's his best special that is very poignant. I feel like it's his most artistic special, because the way he wrote it, if you watch it and you think about it, he right out of the gate, every single topic he was not supposed to talk about, he talked about.
Yep.
Racism, LGBT,
the alphabet.
Michael Jackson, the alphabet people.
Yeah.
I mean, he talked about every single situation.
Other third rails I can touch.
Yeah, it was like he was like, okay, let's make a whole list. All right, I can't talk about that. I'm going to talk about that. Like, he made a joke about everything. It's great.
Yeah.
And then that little the epilogue piece where he kind of, it's a little bit more behind the scenes of how he wrote the jokes.
Didn't see that part.
You didn't?
I just got to the end. So
yeah, that was a good. It's like a separate episode or something.
Oh, is it? Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's a different part. They usually suggest it to you whenever you finished it, but yeah, it's because he kind of goes through why, like how he wrote the joke. He even says why he doesn't make Trump jokes. Because he says he says I don't write Trump jokes because he's not what everything is about. That's not what it's all about. Is Trump, 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 and that's what all comedians are all talking about. They all orange man bad, orange man bad. So he's like, he's not what everything's about. I'm going to talk about other stuff. And he goes through a joke, he tells a story about how he was up, working through material, and there was a transgender woman, I guess, in the audience, and he was thinking like, oh, should I tell the trans jokes? And then he saw,
How could he tell?
It's impossible to tell. We all know.
Woman. You know what I'm saying?
Well, they show the picture. It was.
It was Caitlyn Jenner.
Well, so he basically says like, if I can't tell the joke in front of them, should I tell the joke at all? And then he did, and then they had a conversation afterwards, and they said, thank you for telling those jokes because it normalizes whatever. It's okay to make fun of me because you made fun of everybody else.
Right.
So, yeah, and it's like that's how comedy should be. Make fun of everybody. Everybody's free game. It's whenever you say, "Oh, I'm special." That's whenever there's an issue.
Opie Dog says he probably slept with her/him. That's a terrible thing to say.
He did make that joke though.
Oh, he did.
Yeah, he did make that joke.
Too much.
But yeah.
Let's see. Victor says 1/4 black reminds me of the movie Ghost with Patrick Swayze right now. Oh,
because I'm.
Yeah, you're blurring out. You're blurring with emotion.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Because I'm not really here. I'm only visiting.
He's home. Your wife's inside. Yeah. Like, why the hell are you not coming?
Yeah, she's like,
house?
why is he?
Hey, if you go out,
what is he doing,
dinner, man? We'll talk on Friday. If you gotta go eat,
Yeah, man. All right. Well, it was good finally being on here. Dang it.
Yeah, you too.
No, we'll have to come back on.
Yeah, if you're ever in the chat or if you ever have time or whatever, I'll just drop you links.
Yeah, man. I'll talk. I'll let you know. I'll be like, hey, bring me on.
Bring me on. Beam me up, Scotty.
Yeah.
All right, brother. Good talking to you.
Right.
Good meeting you. We'll see you Friday.
Later.
All right.
See you Friday.
Well, that was interesting. I kind of don't want to go back to my Adam Smith thing now, but it was so much fun. Let's see. Does Quarter Black play Age of Empires 2? Ooh, I'll ask him on Friday. That'd be interesting. What now, Mike? That was fun. I don't know. What now? I'm trying to get this page done, but I keep getting distracted by things like Twitter. This is why I left Twitter. I've spent all day on that stupid social media platform, ruining my work day. What's wrong with me? Nice guy. He does seem like a nice guy. Or are you talking about me? Talk about Deus Ex. Archgeek, there's not much to talk about. What do you want to know? I worked on it. Delete Twitter live. I worked on Deus Ex for a little less than a year, got laid off, and then quit video games altogether to get back into comics. TR French says, Quarter Black is a good guest for you. You work at about the same speed, and you're both nice guys. Yeah, I look forward to getting to know him better. It's nice that I'm the one that brought him into this whole place, and then I was the last person for him to come on. Love the series. Do you play it also? Oh, Deus Ex? No, I played the first. I played the I barely played any of it. Not a big fan. Mike was a mobile gamer. You know what I'm gonna do? I just downloaded Injustice where is it? Onto my phone. if I can find it. Let me see. I downloaded a couple of games actually. I downloaded Minecraft. I might do a Boomer Plays Minecraft just to see how irritatingly boring it is for you guys, so you can experience that with me. But I downloaded BTD Battles, which is like what's it called? It's a one-on-one. It's a tower defense game. So this one. But yeah, I was thinking about doing that. I mean, I don't know when I have time to do these things, but shut up. Oh my gosh, quit. What happened to my Injustice? I downloaded Injustice and now I can't find it. Well, this is annoying. Featured apps. Google's, Amazon, Sprint. Google? No. Featured apps? No. Play Store? Why is it taking so long? Okay, anyways, I'm downloading Injustice onto my phone, so I may play that. Please, no more mobile games. Stay on PC. But it's so much easier. I don't want to be stuck behind this chair all day. I want to go sit in my bed or sit in my lazy boy or sit outside on the porch. No, Injustice 2 on Steam or console is superior. Blacklisting. How about JRPGs like Dragon Quest? I don't know what Dragon Quest is. Dragon Request. Okay, Injustice 2. I would just want to see you react to the character's looks. You're going to be amazed. Yeah. You guys know I actually wrote a script or a pitch treatment for Injustice 2. I got paid for it by not Infinity Ward, NetherRealms, and they won't let me talk about it. I'm still under NDA. I can't talk about what I wrote for them that they didn't even use. Mike has a gaming chair but doesn't want to play games on it. I just don't want to be here all the time, and I'm here all the time already because I have to draw my comic book. So, all right. Do you guys want to listen to some more Adam Smith? I know it was riveting for you guys to think about, the way the economics of the world in 1773 were playing out. You should try Teppen Fun Mobile Card Game. Mobile card game. I actually designed a mobile card game. But like most things, I never did anything with it. How long ago and what was the length of the NDA? I did it about 2 years. Maybe about 3 years ago. Gosh, I don't know. Time keeps on slipping into the future. Do a member-only chat where you disclose your non-disclosure agreement. You can always delete it. That's a terrible idea, P-Money. Are you trying to get me in trouble? Shoot, I need to open a window to see if any of these are super chats because I haven't been looking. I've not been looking. How's my... Woo! I am down to 66.97. You know what? Here. Look at this. Look at this. I am just letting my subs tank today. Look at this. Whoops. That is a little loud there. All right, pop out this chat. 66.97. Whew. That's painful. I tell you, that is quite painful.
What did it cost?
What did it cost? Everything. Do. Get to work, Mike. Those kids can't live on thin air alone. I know. They're also making a Foundation series now. Doesn't work like that. You can't get us to sign NDAs, and that would not still apply. I don't know how long the NDA is for, though. How much did it drop? I was at 67. Where was I at yesterday? Oh, I can tell you. Hold on a second.
Yesterday.
If we go back,
Oh my
I have dropped almost 80 since Ethan started talking smack to me about me last night, and then I decided to double down on that and tell people to unsub from me if they're not my real fans. So well, that's me, isn't it? That's me in a nutshell. Let's see, where was it? Live subscriber count. Oh no, I gotta start my live subscriber count all over again. Darn it. I had it going there for like the last hours. 66.97. All right. Let's see. Can you tell us if Brainiac was the boss in your story? Because I hate that guy. The boss? Let me think back. He was involved. Kind of. If I say kind of, is that violating an NDA? No. P money. No. So I just found out something terrible. They're making a live action adaptation of Avatar: Last Airbender. Didn't they already do that? And wasn't it already terrible? Was it a Brainiac Luthor hybrid? Nod once for yes, nod twice for no. I couldn't do either, because we were going by Injustice, and Luthor dies. Lex Luthor dies at the end of Injustice. Don't violate NDA. Not worth it. I know. I'm not gonna. I said maybe. Maybe is not an answer. Subscribers don't automatically mean customers. Keep your head up. That was my entire point. Was that if these guys, you know what? If you're gonna, I haven't gotten any refunds. Not challenging anybody here, but so Ethan goes on and talks smack about me, and I wake up to 40, 50 unsubs, right? And that's what pissed me off, and that's why I made the post, because I'm like, look, if you only subbed to me in the first place because Ethan told you to, and you never even watch my show, and you're not part of this community, then I just want you all gone. I don't want 7,000 subs who don't really take part, right? I'd rather have 1,000 real subs than 100,000 numbers. I don't need numbers. I need people. I need you guys. I need peoples. I will say, Mike, even when you lose subscribers, your views are pretty constant. You have rather loyal viewers, and that's what I want. That's all I want. All I want is everything. No, all I want is real fans, good people. Let me highlight that one. Oh, it's not coming up here yet. Asuka, great question. Don't ask me. Ooh, that's a good one. Loyalty, not to be confused with fealty. Amen. I just want friends. I want people who... I don't need people to be loyal. I don't believe loyalty is everything. I'm staying subbed. Cross-examination helps me. Oh, I'm glad you're here, Withheld. Trying to watch some good sci-fi to watch and came across a long list of stuffs. Yeah. I mean, did you watch most of Doctor Who? Most of Doctor Who? Oh, John is doing an art stream tonight? Is John here still? Or did he start it already? Because I'd be down with joining him if he wanted that. It's okay, mate. I'll look past the nonsense. I just want to support good creators. Thank you, Lou. I just want to make good creations and good content. Shinobi Raccoon. I want it all. I want it now. Thank you, Art T Bear. Art, you know, I can probably get you on Nerdrotic. He seems to be a big fan. Peter Withheld, rather not say. You think Mike hasn't seen the tweet? Does it seem like he cares / is offended? Yeah, no, I saw it. I just shook my head, dude. Reasonable marketing research. How many of you subscribe and how many of you are buying books? Take a random sub sample and do it scientific. I would think Gary has a very high subscriber convert rate. Yeah. Well, I've got more than 3,200 supporters on my latest Indiegogo, and I've got 6,697 subs. So I'm near 50%, which I'm pretty stoked about. Oh yeah, don't worry about it. Withheld. You did not sin against me. You sinned against God. Hey Bob. Hey Bob. Oh, you're talking to Comic Book Bob. At least it was at least a funny picture. Yeah, I don't know. I could never get into drawing genitalia. Just not my thing. Not even before I was a Christian. I was never never a thing. Shinobi's got to get ready to join E. Ortiz for the digital bullpen. All right, later, Shinobi. Thanks for being here. Hey, young server. Hey, Art T Bear. I love that guy. Which guy? What was I talking about? I just want people to support normal comics, not shut out the people competing with SJW propaganda. Not shut out the people. I just want comics to be good. All right, TR French. See you later. That is correct, unrelated, comma. I will never be able to make a career as a hentai commission artist with that attitude. Withheld, can I auction it off? Not on my stream, Withheld, rather not say. I'm staying a member of you and Ethan and John and Nasser and Doug and Art. And I just let everyone else worry about drama. You know, I sub to Nasser, but I think I've only ever gone to his channel 2 or 3 times. So, yeah, it's subs like me that I don't want. I'm the worst kind of sub for Nasser. No, it all depends. It all depends on what the content is. I just want good comics too. That's all I want. That's fine. That's fine. So what time is John starting his drawing stream? All right, Withheld. We'll see you later, brother. Oh, as Withheld leaves, we drop from 69 viewers to 68. Ah, right, Thulu. No. What happened to Nasser? I don't recall hearing about him anymore. Nasser got... I don't know. I don't want to rehash that. I can't even think about it right now. Oh, Nerdrotic. You love Nerdrotic. Good, good. Yeah, I'll hit him up before that stream. It's on Friday, so I don't know if he's probably all booked up for this show, but I can certainly mention it. Never ask people to unfollow. LOL. Oh, look, I lost another one. Dadgummit. That was withheld. Rather not say he unsubbed as he left. There are probably legit subs who do not have time to watch, but join to support your channel. I should probably click that up. Yeah, it's possible. It's plausible. Not everybody has time. I mean, there's channels I'm sub to that I really want to be sub to, that I support, but I just haven't had time to watch their stuff. But that's not the kind of people I'm talking about. I'm talking about the people that, like, you know, when Ethan or whatever, I'm just talking about Ethan right now. He'll be on there and he'll have 1,000 people, and it's like, hey, I want everybody to go and sub to Snarf right now. And then they go, and he's like watching the sub count, and so people are like subbing because it's exciting, because they're watching the sub count grow and all that stuff, and then like they never go and watch the content, right? It's a throwaway sub. It's a number, and I don't want numbers. I want people, and that's all I was trying to say. I may have worded it awkwardly. Oh shoot, I lost another one. Look at me go. I haven't been under 67 in a month. Ethan is emotional. He was looking for friends, but he needs to be professional the most. When CG2 says, subscribe to this person to stick it to the SJWs with based subscribers and logic pills. Something like that. You're all right, Mike. No need to dwell on the nonsense. Well, it's the topic of the day, I guess. Awkwardly, I was concerned. Hey, look, I'm up 2 subs. Is that you guys? Wait, you're already here. If you're here, how am I still at 69? Okay, 71. If you're here and you're not subbed, can you sub right now so I can see this thing change? Actually, it'd be fun. Everybody go and unsub for about a minute and then resub. Like everybody in the chat. So there's 70 of you. I want to see it drop by 70 people and then go up by 70. Caffey Stark says, sometimes when we're in a hole, we need to stop digging. Yeah, and everyone go sub to Art T-Bear, even if you're never going to watch his content. I'm just kidding. Go watch Art's content and then sub to it. There we go. Look at it go. Do it. Do it. No, I don't want to mess with my membership. Oh, yeah. Is that, do you lose? You can't lose membership when you, do you? Okay, if you're not a member, do it. Too lazy to unsub. Comics Bear says he just subbed. Oh, thank you, Comics Bear. Thank you. Wait a second. It's not working. Tempted to unsub just to watch the number move, but I don't know what that'll do to my membership. Twitter is garbage. It's so garbage anyway. I don't care what anyone says on Twitter. Mike is still my favorite YouTuber. Oh, thank you, P Money. Now I kind of feel bad about all the things I say about Canada. All right, P Money unsubbed and he's still a member. All right, there's 70 people. We did not drop by 70. Come on. Come on. And now we're going back up again. Well, I bought your comic, so... Well, thank you, Justin McClure. I appreciate that. The Comics Bear. Bear just realized he isn't even subbed. Here, help you out, Mike. Thank you very much, Comics Bear. Please don't watch. I just want some. Art, you're killing me. You want to come in here, Art? I'm not really doing anything. I should be working. Dang it. Unsubbed. Subbed. I'm not doing it. I won't unsub. Fine then. Don't unsub. Whatever. EVS probably thinks one day Hollywood Doug is going to get him a cartoon. Unsubbed. Draw, Mike. I do need to draw. I need to go to the bathroom first. Can you guys entertain yourselves for a couple minutes? Please entertain yourselves while I feature my chair. Excuse me. Oh, man. I come back to more subs from my chair. I'm going to be very... my chair got subs. You can't make me. Mike, that is not me. What are you talking about? When Mike leaves, everyone unsub. 6692. All right. What did Art say? Did he want to come on or not? I can drop him a link and we can chat. Otherwise, I'm beholden to reading the chat. Victor, Mike just keeps on winning. Oh, I like that one. I'm going to put that. Where's that? Where's that? I want to put that one on the screen. You're... It's all right, Art. It's all a game. It is all a game. I can't find the one where Victor says, I just keep winning. Victor, type it again. Oh, here's a question for you, Art. Is Comicsgate a mafia? Art, you've been asked a direct question. Oh. I don't know how this went down, but it was truly fascinating to see what chasing fame versus keeping values looks like. You all know what I'm saying. Oh, sure. Now Art wants to come on. Hold on a second. Give me one moment, please. One moment, please. Oh, cool. Where are you, Artie Bear? I know you're somewhere. What the heck? Do I not have any direct? I'm so lazy. I'll scroll down all of my messages to try to find a pre-existing conversation rather than just going into the little search thing and typing in Art T Bear. And I keep going. And I keep going. What is wrong with me? Oh my gosh, I can't even find it. All right, fine. I'll do this search thing. Message. Art Thibert. Next. Paste. All right, Art, you got the link. You've got the link. You've got the link. Take care, Lou. Still keen as for Lone Star. Thank you, Lou. Backers were leaving Comicsgate before Mike's Pride tweet. My Pride tweet was nothing. I still mea culpa that thing. It really wasn't me reaching out in Christian love. It was me being a snotty little butt. But it really didn't do anything except freaking show some people for who they really are. Someday this is going to be a straight to video true story on living like a Christian in this world. EVS felt like he had to control Comicsgate, but we are an eclectic mix of diverse eccentrics. Absolutely. Mike tweeted about Pride MMA. I don't know what.
What is this?
Whoa. All right. What is this? Hello, Art.
I don't know where I'm at. I got all these tabs open.
Look into the light, Art.
I am here.
Look into the light.
How is everyone?
I'm waiting for them to answer.
Oh.
I'm fine. Personally, I'm fine.
Personally, I'm okay. Hey, Art. Young 5 ever.
5 ever?
5 ever.
That doesn't.
Young 5 ever.
I guess Young Forever was taken.
Yeah, I like it though. It's weird. It's odd.
Archdeep says you're a boomer.
Yeah. Well, that's kind of pointing out the obvious, isn't it? I've proven that. I've earned that title.
Yeah, Art's the only one of us who is like literally a boomer.
Hey, Mike, did you see when you were going? What was it? Your friend that he was in the car, and you were saying like you were 10 years his senior in the industry, and then in the chat I said I'm 10 years your senior, Mike.
No, that's not what I said at all.
Well, I mean, I'm paraphrasing, but you said something like that.
No, I said my career is as old as he is. He was born in 92. I started working in 92.
Okay. Well, I started in 82.
Did you know who that was?
No.
You ever watch Louder with Crowder?
No.
Oh, he's a producer on one of the earliest and biggest YouTube channels. Steven Crowder, Louder with Crowder.
He's a louder with chowder, is what he is.
Louder with chowder. What?
It's chowder. I like chowder when it's in sourdough bread. When they pour it in there, it's good.
Yeah, I can't have chowder anymore because it's got shellfish in it.
Are you allergic?
Yeah.
Ay, ay, ay.
Yeah. What's up, Jeremiah? How you doing, bro?
So,
Jeremiah, I don't know if you know this, but you have a frog on your shoulder.
Jeremiah was a bullfrog.
Oh, the bullfrog.
He was a good friend of mine. I never understood that.
Was a bullfrog. You know what I'm going to do?
No. What are you going to do, Mike?
Oh, hold on. Pride Fighting Championships is now defunct MMA promotion that was based in Japan and rivaled the UFC in terms of talent and popularity. Learn something new every day. Old Chowder has over 4 million subs. I started watching him when he had less than 100,000. Yeah, I've been watching him forever too. But Dean Cain, old Dean Cain, is a regular on the old Crowder show. It would be really cool, Garrett, if you're out there listening. Dean Cain does follow me on Twitter, so it would be really cool if we could get Dean Cain on my channel, because Dean Cain is the guy I would want to play me in the movie about myself.
You're doing a crowd fund for that movie, right?
Yeah. It's going to be on the Hallmark Channel.
It should be on the Blaze Network.
The Blaze.
To Blathe.
What are you talking about? He did not say to Blathe.
I'm not a witch. I'm your wife.
Dean Cain is tall, though. Dean is not.
Mike, calm down. It's okay.
He is taller than me. I have a video of us together.
Naked?
No. We were just doing Hoppas for Trump. I was like, hey, let's do a Hoppas for Trump thing. Because I gave him my deplorables, my deplorable me poster, which is like Despicable Me, but it's Trump and a bunch of.
Oh my gosh! Did he think it was cool?
Yeah, he loved it.
That's awesome. So has he been crucified in Hollywood yet because of his belief system?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, that's good. That's how you know you're doing something right these days, right?
Yeah, that is correct. How about you? How's your crucifixion going?
I was blasted on my chat the other day. So somebody started writing some really negative stuff in the comment. So I tried to shut him down, and then I accidentally ended up wrenching the guy.
Oh yeah, tell me about that whole kerfuffle. What was that?
And then I had to shut the whole chat down. It's weird because when your monitor is set up right in front of your drawing board, right? So you can see it. Like you just look up and you can see your monitor and you can read the chat, right?
My camera's here. My monitor's here. Yeah.
Yeah. So when I'm working in Photoshop, which I'm doing right now, or when I'm on the drawing board, when I'm working in Photoshop, I can see the monitor, obviously, but I'm in Photoshop, so I can't really read the chat. And if I'm on the drawing board, I have to turn my head to read the chat because it's not right where I can see it. So the chat, I kind of like draw, and then I go back to the chat and then try to catch up, and read the questions and stuff.
Sure.
And so I turn back, and then there's the N word just constantly, like 7 or 8 times, like all the way down the chat. And then it says kill, and then it says the N word again multiple times. And
necromancers?
Exactly, that word.
Why did he want to kill all the necromancers?
I don't know. This person had it out for him, and
wow.
I don't understand, because they're such loving people. Why would you? Yeah, they're like the Mormons.
Yeah,
you don't want to hurt them.
They bring the dead back to life, so you can have tea with them.
So you can put them to work.
That's right.
Yeah. So
dead labor.
Yeah, dead labor. That'll be a thing soon. You watch. And so, yeah, you know what? Somebody in Walking Dead should be like an entrepreneurial type and just put all those dead to work. That would be cool. Or like they could be hitmen and they could like go out and like, kill people for money. Let's do that.
You just literally defined what a hitman is.
Yeah, but I mean a hitman as in like the undead.
The undead hitman.
Yeah, so they can kill without.
There it is, right there. That story writes itself.
I know. See, that's why I'm brilliant.
You are.
Yeah. You know what? Screw Tank Heist.
That's right. Undead hitman.
Undead hitman. They can kill without a soul.
That's right.
Or they can take your soul. There's some kind of play on words, right? They can take your soul while keeping theirs intact, or they can take your soul because theirs is already missing. Ooh, something like that.
No, that's terrible.
I'll work on it.
All right.
It's a work in progress. So anyway, yeah, everybody in the chat, we're trying to shut the guy down. I didn't have any wrenchers in there, so I tried to shut the guy down, and then it just got out of control. So I just ended up having to just kill the whole stream.
Wow.
So then I went back on in about 20 minutes, and I got some heavy hitters to come in there and get my back. So Edwin came in, and Garrett and a couple other people. I think. So
you went back in with the boys. You brought your boys in because they're going to keep the place nice and tidy. Is what you're saying?
Yeah, I went in with some strength.
Yeah, the muscle.
You brought
in the muscle.
Yeah. So, and I reported that guy. So, yeah.
We'll see. Somebody. Was it yesterday? I think it was yesterday. Had a screen name. I don't know how they allow these screen names, and it was the N words are smelly.
What?
Or something like that. It was some bizarre, just absolutely derogatory, racist screen name. And I saw it, and I read what he said first, and then I went and I saw his name. I'm like, whoa, that's not good. And I'm like, but then he like bowed out that second.
Yeah. So with Edwin's help, I just, I guess you can go in YouTube and put down a bunch of words that I guess if people say, they don't show up. So, yeah, I don't know. I'm pretty innocent with all that stuff.
Yeah.
I don't really deal with anything until there's.
Who in the world beefs with art? Yeah,
exactly. Yeah, it was weird. I'm usually not that controversial. But apparently, I'm an easy target.
That's why they knew you didn't have any mods, dude.
Yeah.
They're like, this, you know what? This boomer doesn't know nothing. Let's go in there and mess with him. I don't even know what kind of voice I'm doing right now. Evan Ryan. There you go. He's got it. It was
What's that?
And the N words smell like the S word.
Yeah. Well, the S word's been banned from my chat as well. So
I mean, how does Google or YouTube, of all the things they will censor, how do they not censor that as a screen name? And you gave that guy a wrench. Biffy Tannen points out that you gave that guy a wrench.
I sure did. he came in as another guy, and he said he wanted to help me. So I took him at his word. I was frazzled, Mike. I had too many. I was juggling too many balls at the time.
Hey, we don't talk about that here.
No, like not nuts. Not those kind of balls. Not the nuts kind of balls.
It wasn't juggling with my nuts.
It wasn't juggling with those. Yeah. Man, you should see this drawing. It's sweet.
Can you not show it?
I don't know. Can I screen share? I'm in Photoshop.
If you want.
How do I do this?
You go to your Streamlabs.
Okay.
And you go to the part that says screen
share.
Share.
Okay. Then I hit share.
Yep. And you pop it up there.
And then I go here, and then I go here, right? So is this it?
And then I click it there. Booyah! Is that voodoo?
Yeah, it's your wife.
Why are you drawing my wife?
My wife.
What you drawing my wife for, boy?
Yeah, so I think I need to take the waist in, and the leg's a little long, right? So if I take the waist in a little bit and then shorten the thigh, bring it in a little bit.
I think the leg looks good.
Leg looks good. She's still a little thick in the waist, though, right?
Well, let me see. Let me open this up a little wider.
I could use a little feedback. I know her hand's really big, the one that's on the pole over her head. She's got man hands, baby.
Why are you making my wife a stripper?
Because that's what they wanted.
Who is it?
Who commissioned it?
Yeah, I was just commissioned. You're taking commissions, Art?
I took some.
I ain't got time for that.
What is his name? It's like Troy or something.
Oh, Ray Thulu has some good advice for you, Art.
Okay.
When someone calls you and says there's a problem with your social security number or utility bill or something, don't give them any information. Old folks like you are their prime.
Say they can help me. If they say they can help me, I mean, why would I not? You know what else somebody told me about? They said, like, if somebody says like there's a starving person, that if you gave them $1 a day, that you could help them, change their lives. That I shouldn't do that. I shouldn't give them $1. Why would I not give somebody $1 a day? If they just hit me up on the internet. Do you think it's a scam? Do you think it's a scam?
Well, I don't know. Do you trust these people?
I trust everybody, Mike. I'm a pretty gullible person.
I do too. Look where that got me.
I'm not that cynical. What do you mean where that got you? You're doing pretty good in life, man. You got a loving family. You got a chat full of people.
My wife hates how trusting I am. I trust everybody. I'm willing to give people the benefit of the doubt.
Trust no one. Yeah, I am too. And then I get burned, and then I learn my lesson.
This is me and Art shaking hands.
Yes. I've never worn a suit like that in my life.
Yeah. Maybe.
I'm not a gray guy. I like browns. Tones. Grays don't look good. Probably because my hair is gray now.
Not all of it.
Yeah, good amount of it is. When are you going to go gray, Mike?
It's just one more thing I have to do.
It's on your checklist. It's on your bucket list. It's literally on your bucket list. You know what I gotta do? I gotta grow some gray hair. You're part Asian, so you guys gray later in life.
Yeah. Particularly my mom. She's 79 now, and she just has sprinkles of gray.
Yeah, I think Danny Mickey is just now. I think he's full Japanese. He's just now getting some gray hair.
Yeah. Although one of my mom's best friends, man, she's a little older than my mom. Pure white, whole head.
Wow.
Yeah.
Pretty rare.
I don't know. I've seen some of them, movies.
Them whiteheads.
Them white-haired Asian folk.
It's all that rice, man. It preserves you guys.
Lice.
Not live
All
rice.
the lice. It's the flag lice.
Oh my gosh. Everybody's checking out right now. Somebody needs to mod you, Mike.
What?
I saw you just telling everybody to unsub you. What the heck?
Oh yes. I want people who aren't really fans out of here.
Yeah. I don't know.
I don't want numbers. I want people. Right?
You want real people that really like the content and like what you're putting down. You don't want like fly by nights.
They can just like me. That's okay too. But if you're just a number, like I was giving the example of the guys that just go sub on one of those sub frenzies, and then they just never bother to unsub, but they've been subbed for a year and never come to my channel.
Like me and Jonathan Glapion. I got to go unsub that guy.
Well, I use the example of me and Nasser.
He hates my guts.
Nasser?
No, Jonathan.
I don't even know who that is.
The inker. He used to ink a lot of Greg Capullo's stuff.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, the Batman. What was it? All that stuff with the owls.
Oh, the Court of the Owls.
The Court, yeah.
Court. Not
the Court.
The Court.
The Courts of the Owls. Yeah, Mike. Yeah, but you know what? The people that you're asking to unsub, they might be fans of mine. So, yeah, you can just hop on down and sub the hell out of my channel.
Someone checked Mike's Twitter following. You probably lost followers too. I don't even pay attention to how many Twitter followers I have. I seriously, I don't give a rip how many Twitter followers I have.
You might have lost some of them too.
Fine, good. Get out of here. Beat it. Get off my lawn, you crazy kids.
It's like that scene in Wayne's World. Fine then. I'm out of here. Good. Neither one of them leave. Fine,
Ray Thulu says, freaky Asian genetics. Why are so many of the gals better looking in their 50s than 20s? Look at Ming Na Wen now compared to back when she did Chun-Li in Street Fighter.
She did him? What?
Chun-Li is a female character.
But I thought he said
played.
Played. Okay. Sorry, jeez. I'm just trying to understand, Mike.
You exacerbate me.
That's my thing.
Not the same as you complete me.
It's what I do, Mike. You're welcome.
You got it.
I just help clarify.
Hey, Edwin's here. I'll drop him a link too.
Edwin.
Itty, Edwin. Where have you been, Edwin?
You know what? Edwin the other night did a whole Captain America rundown on, I guess, the newest Captain America issue. And I guess one of the new villains in Captain America is an alt-right group.
Mm-hmm.
And Edwin's take on it was absolutely hilarious. It was riveting. It was
riveting, you say?
It was so freaking funny. Yes. It was entertaining because it was so freaking over the top and weird.
Shinobi Raccoon, please don't talk about my testes.
Whoa, this is getting personal. What about your testes, though, Mike? Now I'm intrigued. I need to know.
French girls look 35 at age.
Oh man, you just ignored me.
I did. I skipped right on past that. Then they stay the same until 60.
Who does?
French girls.
Well, I'm French, but I'm not a girl.
Oui. So does that mean Mandy looked 35 at 20?
I don't think so. I think she looks her age. Yeah, I think she looks her age. She's schooling right now for a teaching job as a art teacher.
Really?
Yeah. Kid's moving on up.
Well, that seems a bit odd.
Why?
Because she can do.
Oh yeah, those who teach. Yeah, those who can't. Those who teach can't draw. That's not always true though.
No, it's those who can do. Those who can't teach.
Can't teach. Okay. Yeah. But she can do both.
Chun-Li for D&Q. We need to come up with something patriotic for tomorrow. For Drawn and Quartered, September 11th. We could have Captain America smashing Muhammad.
Smashing those alt-righters. Yeah, they were picking off migrant workers in a field. When Edwin comes on, he can tell us all about it. It was freaking hilarious. Yeah, so these guys have they have lasers, Mike. They have like hover technology, like they have these like little hover suits, and they have some kind of teleportation system, and they have 2 helicopters.
Aloha.
Oh, there he is. Hey, Edwin,
There he is.
tell everybody about your Captain America rundown. That thing was hilarious the other day.
Brad Ashworth doing well. Aloha, Edwin Boyette.
Yes, aloha.
Oh, the Captain America. Yeah, that was kind of cuckoo nutty.
It was hilarious, man. I listened to the whole thing. It was awesome.
It's, like you even if you want to make a political statement, like do it artfully, no pun intended.
Wah, wah.
Yeah, that was just ridiculous. It was so in your face, and it was so I don't know. It was almost too well, it was too obvious.
Yeah, just a little bit.
It was pretty crazy. And then you tied it into, what was it? A story from in the 1980s?
Yeah, 1987. It's the same group, and it's kind of funny because they've got a page full of shower scenes with Cap and Bucky showering together.
Wait, what? What are you talking about? What is this? Degeneracy you're bringing on my stream?
Captain America from 1987. A little bit of recreational shower scenes. Buck and Cappy just showering together like 2 normal dudes.
Yeah, they think they're progressive now. That was 1980.
Yeah. 30 years ago.
It was so matter of fact. It was hilarious. They're just in there, just a bunch of steam, so you can't see their junk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The eye lines were funny though. Just to say, Bucky was checking out Cap's flagpole, if you will.
There was that one where Bucky's got his foot up on the bench, in the locker room, and he's drying off with the towel, and you can see a little bit of his butt in the back. A little cheesecake for Bucky. I was like, wow.
Okay, why are we focusing on this?
Well, because it was a fun, episode that Edwin did, and people should go check it out after this.
I was surprised how degenerate it was for 1987.
Yeah.
Oh man. Art, you're being asked for a black and white update from the chat.
Oh, yeah. The ongoing drama has been the last week and a half trying to get the pages on template and syncing up with the printer. But the good news is today it's done. Contract signed, files all complete, everything is in order. So black and white is now officially at the printers.
Egg salad.
Yes. And this should have happened weeks ago, but it's just, God, unforeseen things that happen.
Yeah, I get it, man.
It's insane. Like I put them on the DC template, Mike. And so then I sent all the files finished, in CMYK and all their stuff. And then they're like, well, these don't fit our template. I'm like, what? And they said, it's not the industry standard. They told me it wasn't the industry standard. I said, it's on the DC template. That's the very industry. And they're like, well, we don't know what to tell you. So if I was going to play ball with the printer, I had to put each and every one of those pages on their template, which is what I ended up doing. Yeah.
Brother.
Yeah. And you know how, if you guys don't know in the chat how painful that can be, what it usually means is there's probably 1/8 of an inch on either side. In my case, it was left and right side that you have to add artwork for. And so I had to add artwork to 56 pages.
What?
Yeah, it was pretty nuts.
Wow, you couldn't resize, huh?
Well, they couldn't. Yeah. Well, that is with the resizing because it was just too. It was a lot taller than the templates that they gave. So yeah.
Oh no, are we watching? Are we seeing?
Oh yes.
Degeneracy.
Oh yes. This is 1987.
Oh, you found it? I'm gonna be laughing out loud.
Of course, Steve Rogers has a flat top. It's 1987.
This isn't even the best part, Mike. This is just the setup.
Dang, Bucky, you've been doing some squats. You're looking tight like a tiger. Let's hit the showers for patriotism.
Okay, I'm just gonna say that the perspective on those shower heads was horrible.
Yeah, that was a little strange. Still a little strange.
Who drew this?
I'll go back in a second.
Dang, those are the craziest showers I've ever seen. They're like shooting suds everywhere.
Well, they're super hot because
they're like exploding.
Oh, there's the fourth panel is the Bucky, little Heine shot.
They got no nips.
Dang, Cap, don't take this the wrong way, but you're looking mighty patriotic, sir.
Look at the flagpole.
Look at the eyeline, man. Oh
I
no.
don't understand.
Let's see who drew this. Let's see. This was. I've heard the rest of this is good. That Mark Grunwald wrote a good story.
Tom Morgan.
Yeah.
Hey,
And
Ralph
Dave
Macchio.
My gosh, man, I wish we could go back to that time because I could ink probably 10 of those pages in one day.
I know, right?
Jeez, look at that. They just look like they're Jack Kirby swipes.
Yep.
Sorry, Tom.
Whoa, this is just like the shower.
Purple shafts everywhere.
Oh no.
Hey.
Oh no. It's Captain America, man.
Hey, Mike, if you want more, man, you gotta check out Edwin.
No.
Man, he was coming up with better dialogue than Mark Grunwald wrote.
Oh, but I've heard the rest of. I've heard the rest of it is good.
Well, I just can't pay attention to. I mean, I can't ignore how bad the perspective is in every single one of those panels.
Yeah, the art is not inspired. It almost with the exaggerated physiques, it almost looks like a proto image kind of.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, it reminds me of this old black and white book.
Oh, you need to stop.
Oops.
The funniest thing is, so this alt-right group, the Watchdogs, they start off the episode by blowing up a porn store that's built out in like the middle of nowhere. Let's drive out to Uncle Elmer's Adult Emporium of books. It says adult books and toys. They put that in the Marvel book in 1987, man.
And it's just crudely inked, like with a brush. It doesn't even look professional.
See, in 1987, that would have referred to sexual things, but now adult toys means Star Wars stuff.
Yeah, it means what are the bobblehead toys called?
Pops?
Yeah.
The what?
Pops?
Yeah. That's the one. I don't know. If you're over 25 and you don't have any kids, I don't know that you should own any of those. I'm just saying.
I still have toys.
Yeah, but the little Funko Pops, do you own Funko Pops that are not your children's?
Check this out. Of course, I bought this, I think, in the 90s.
There you go. Well, that's all right.
So that's vintage, though, Mike. That's cool. That's a collector's item. You
I
bought
own-
that for an investment, right? That was an investment.
I've shown this before. I bought these in third grade. And I had them up until a few years ago and they were in the box, by the way. I had these since third grade in the box until my children got a hold of them. So this was one of the die-cast metal Go Lion Voltron arms.
That's really cool.
It was until a few years ago.
All right, we're showing off
children
vintage toys, right? Let me see if I can do this. Okay. Can you guys see this, or am I still in weird mode? Oh, I'm in weird mode.
I can see it.
Yeah, I'm in MTV.
Whoa!
So this is the Black Beauty from 1966. So it's complete with my name carved on the bottom. And I mowed so many yards and collected so many newspapers and brought so many bottles to cash in for this toy. So I still have it, man, after all these years.
You know, the only one thing I ever did like a mail-in for was I got enough Trix tops to send in for the Battlestar Galactica patch.
Oh my gosh, that'd be cool. Do you have it?
No, dude, I was a little kid, man. I don't
Probably
remember.
sewed it on a jacket.
Probably. Yeah, I don't remember what I did with it, but I had it.
Now we used to save the kind Kool-Aid points. Do you remember those?
Yeah.
We didn't drink that much Kool-Aid.
Yeah, we probably drank way too much.
Same.
All right, so the reason I was looking at that Captain America though is because the villains. My theory is that Marvel invented the alt-right in 1987, and they called them the Watchdogs because they've reused them now. In 1987, though, they look like extras in an MC Hammer video, right?
It's Hammer time.
But now they look particularly Confederate, if you will.
I don't understand what you mean.
Well, they have flags on their faces, right?
Oh, are we sharing Edwin's screen again?
Yeah. I'm entertaining you, Mike.
Entertain me, Edwin.
Educating you on the alt-right and who created them, Mike.
Apparently it was Jim Shooter and Mark Grunwald. Oh.
Okay, you guys, you have to go check out after this Edwin's stream because it's hilarious. It's the funniest I've ever seen you, Edwin. You were so good on that.
Is he popping a gasket?
Yeah.
You guys are both native Californians, Californicators, if you will.
Yes.
Do either of you or live near or have you ever been to an avocado farm? Or can you tell me what these fine young men here are harvesting in their cereal bowls?
They're cereal bowls. They're avocados, right?
I think so. I was thinking, could they be bell peppers?
What are they shuffling through?
Exactly. Well, see, they're getting Here's the premise to the story. Here's the premise to the story. Cap has been busted out of prison. He's no longer Cap. Oh, of course, Comixology. You're failing me.
Oh, they failed you big time on that stream too.
Yeah.
It was part of the entertainment to hear Edwin talk to Comixology.
All right, so they're doing missions and public relations. Yeah. So someone from the deep web. Let's see. Yeah. Tony's got us up on the deep web. Going deep. We've plugged into a network of concerned citizens worried about what's going on in the world. Captain Marvel is taking marching orders from Infamous. Oh, is this the border? Why, you see Hispanic people harvesting produce, and so you believe that's happening right on the border.
It looks like they're wading through a swamp too.
But they're harvesting stuff. They're harvesting stuff because if you look down here, it says, yes, our first mission, migrant workers harassed by a local militia. And when they say a local militia,
That's so stupid.
when they say a local militia, apparently this local militia has jetpacks and laser blasters. And by harass, they mean murder with laser blasters.
Dang, I want to be in the local militia.
I just want a laser blaster and a jetpack.
Well, you have to be a local militia, Art.
Okay,
Yeah.
then I'll do it.
Right?
So they've
Who
got
wouldn't join a local militia for laser blasters and jetpacks?
But Mike, it gets better, right, Edwin?
yeah, that's how the alt-right gets you in. Now, I'm not sure how things work in the Marvel, but you would think this would be like tens of millions, if not hundreds of millions of technology right here. And so what does this terroristic local militia do?
Well, I just want to point out that it's probably even more expensive because they won't outsource.
No, yeah.
They
But
get all their
that's how the alt-right lures in the young men with the promises of laser blasters and jetpacks.
I'm in.
And picking on migrant workers.
I just have to convince them that I'm white.
All right, it wasn't enough for them to just shoot up the fruit pickers. If you pick the fruit, we will shoot. They come to the migrant workers camp now because they're taking all these $6 fruit picking jobs that Americans obviously desperately want.
We took our job.
And this local militia, not only do they have jetpacks and laser blasters, but they have helicopters, at least 3 of them.
Don't they have something else very high tech?
This local militia is the coolest local militia I have ever even heard of.
So check it out. They're rappelling down. To shoot the fruit pickers with their laser blasters. Oh.
Couldn't they just pick them off from the helicopter?
But now, whereas in 1987, again, the watchdogs looked like, I don't know if you want to join this militia. Like I say, they're looking mighty Confederate. Is there a lot of Confederate gangs in Southern California?
It's packed. Yeah, it's wall to wall.
I totally wanted to start one. I don't want to be all copying everybody.
Edwin, whenever I'm at the mall and I'm getting my Cinnabon, I just bump into those guys constantly.
Well, you could cruise around in the General Lee, the LI, put the big
people all day long. We're in Dixie.
Hule, hule. I did not.
Why do they have the less than symbol on their face?
That's part of the Confederate flag. You see how it wraps around? Yeah.
They just look like brackets.
Yeah.
Hey, Edwin, didn't you say that they also have like some kind of teleportation?
Oh,
like,
yeah. Yeah, we're getting there. So they're shooting.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And Cap takes the fight to him. Bing, bing, bing.
Bing, bong. Which, by the way, I just do want to point out, is that a laser shield?
Yes, it is.
Why, yes, it is.
It's got to be some kind of fancy Wakandian technology of some sort. All right, fighting. All right, Cap's kicking their butt because of course he is. So the local militia decides that, hey, we'll abduct this Hispanic lady because why not? And so Cap apparently decides to murder one of them with a throwing knife, but
That is absolutely terrible panel layout.
at that instant they teleport out. So this local militia has jetpacks, laser blasters, helicopters, and teleportation technology.
They're well funded.
They're from the future. They're just trying to save us from immigration policy in the past.
From fruit pickers.
From fruit pickers. Yeah, from well, they're picking all the avocados off the bushes.
off the avocado shrubs.
Shrubbery.
Yes. Yeah.
Where they're known to grow
I mean,
in
it's
Southern
weird.
California.
So,
And-
Art, you've driven past avocado groves 100 times, right?
There's avocado trees in people's backyards here. Yeah.
Yeah. They're very tall.
Oh, yeah, they're huge.
Yep.
They're not shrubs at all.
With a
They are
shrubbery.
in the Marvel universe. Apparently, they are though.
All right. Maybe Cap's Spanish is bad because her arm is in a sling. He's kind of giving her first aid and comfort, and he says it's not broken, but you'll have to stay off of it a while. Is she a circus gymnast? What is
No more handstands for you.
Yeah, maybe she does some trick harvesting from the avocado shrubs.
Maybe she just does a lot of push-ups, and he's like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
off on the push-ups.
she's got some guns.
Hey,
She's got-
Malin, you got the link if you want in.
All right. And then he gets the information. That local militia he was fighting wasn't the local militia at all, but the watchdogs.
Spoilers.
Yeah. The
It's-
watchdogs.
Dogs.
Now, let me show you the watchdogs again, just because
Watching the dogs. Watching the dogs.
in 1987, they are way less cool. They are way less cool.
Will they just have helmets and goggles?
Hope you
Yeah.
don't point out that she is a. Oh no, I lost it. She's a push-up instructor.
You know what that woman should say, "I'll never pick again." Like that's like her melodramatic line.
I'm never gonna pick again.
Senor, I will never pick again.
All right, Mike. I don't know if you can see this. I'm not sure how much magnification I can get.
Adult books and toys.
Toys. Don't look. It'll blind you.
Look how brilliant it can be. There was some time spent. Hey, Mike, how long it would take you to ink this page? An hour?
My gosh, yeah, hour and a half.
With it now, there's some detail in the mustache, though. Yeah.
Yeah,
Now, if you're, inking with the brush is faster than inking with a quill,
Yep.
and these are just such simple lines. It would just be like blibbity blibbity blop.
Filth and perversion are a blight that can only be cleansed by fire. Amen to that, brother watchdog. All right, so Uncle Elmer here. Uncle Elmer comes waddling out of the rubble of the point store with his shotgun.
No real threat. Not really.
Firing positions.
Deader than a Doordale.
Gunning down a man in cold blood. What am I gonna do? That dude's coming at you with a shotgun. You're gonna shoot him. That's
Yeah, that's a bit overkill, Mike.
yeah. The blowing up the building is one thing, but the guy comes at you with a shotgun. You're low on choices here. I'm gonna be the noble one.
I think they're half militia, half cheer squad, though. That's a tight formation.
Yeah.
That's like the way the British used to fight, right? And they would all line up, and then they would take a position. One would go to a knee, and then they would fire.
Well, everybody did that back then, except for the Native Americans.
All right, so this is down south in Georgia, and since they destroyed the porn house, they send Bucky down to pretend to be kind of some slick photographer or pornographer, trying to recruit the innocent young women of Rome, Georgia.
Tubbs. He's looking an awful lot like Tubbs.
But in comes Mr. Walker, Captain America. All right, where's that scuzzbag trying to corrupt you fine women? So Cap and Bucky have a pretend fight.
Why is Bucky dressed better than Cap?
Well, he's a bad man.
He's undercover.
He's been watching more Miami Vice.
All right, so after seeing Cap do his thing, they don't know he's Cap, but he grew up here, so they recruit him to be in the Watchdogs, and they have the Watchdog coordinated dancing and such, taking the oath. He's a Watchdog now. Oh no, they got Bucky. They're gonna lynch him. What are they gonna do? It's 1987 in Georgia.
We're gonna string him up.
They're gonna string him up.
1987.
Carl, who brought the rope?
Dog brothers, here is a man who entices good women to degrade themselves for the prurient interest of the morally bankrupt. We can thank our newest member for his delivery into our hands. What? They mean to string him up. Can Lamar's strong shoulders and augmented neck muscles stand up to the stress of strangulation?
I do want to point out that he added strong shoulders.
I could tell Cap was thinking.
Could have said his supple ears and supple like muscles.
I know Bucky is like a carved piece of exquisite ebony, having showered with him professionally.
No,
And patriotically.
Opie Dog said Bucky Smollett.
Smollett. Jesse Smollett.
And now I'm forced to do nothing as they lynch my friend. This couldn't have been a tougher mission. So now Cap is convinced that they set it up. Dog brothers, we're getting ready to hang this guy, but dog brothers, I have been reminded some of us have to get up for work in the morning. I think, Sam, you said you had to take your boy to a dentist appointment. Anyway, if we want to torch the library, we'd better leave at once. I will see to the lynching.
Oh my gosh.
Oh man. So he sneaks away. He told him, oof, that burrito I ate is not sitting well. Is there a bathroom around here? Yeah, but hurry up because we're going to burn it down.
They got their priorities.
Yeah. I've got to find Lenore. Me leave you stranded out here. I knew you could handle the situation yourself. Like blazes I did. I was gambling with Lim's life. I just hope he understands. Yeah, I understand perfectly. You let these crackers hang me from a tree. Yeah. Oh, no. Oh, it was a different time. A different time.
It's a scene they cut out of Blazing Saddles.
But so they've taken these guys, and apparently the Watchdogs with an even different appearance has made an appearance in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I don't know if they're an alt-right group in the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., but there you go.
The Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. TV show?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Rodwell Stevens has a important question.
What is this stream about? The Wealth of Nations, Adam Smith.
That is correct.
I guess we've been staying away from it too long, but we can get down on it. Competitive advantage. All right, everyone, go to Gutenberg Press real fast and read along. We should be on Gutenberg Press.
What are you looking for? Wealth of Nations?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was playing the audio of it earlier.
Oh, yeah?
That's how we started the stream. It was just me. I had Wealth of Nations playing and my my page count or my sub count on the screen just to mess with people. And then Quarter Black Garrett came on. And we started we had that chat for a while, and then Art came on, and now you're here.
All right, now we call it the Wealth of Nations, but the full title is An Inquiry into the Nature and Causes of the Wealth of Nations. And you just tell me when to stop.
It's a lot of reading.
It's a wealth of
You
reading.
don't actually have to.
Oh, I wish it was like in old English with like S's for F's and such. The annual labor of every nation is the fund which originally supplies it with all the necessities and convenience of life, which it annually consumes, and which consist always either in the immediate produce of that labor, or in what is purchased with what that it produces from other nations. According, therefore, as this produce, or what is purchased with it, bears a greater or smaller proportion to the number of those who are to consume it, the nation will be better or worse supplied with all the necessaries and conveniences for which it has occasion.
Truth.
But this proportion must in every nation be regulated by two different circumstances. First, by the skill, dexterity, and judgment with which such labor is generally applied. So in when we were looking at the Captain America and the local militia was using wealth acquired from some other means, like tens of millions of dollars of technology. And with that technology, it appeared that they were disrupting at least tens of thousands of economic activity. Was that a good application of their resources? Will another country be able to dominate the avocado market because the watchdogs have disrupted the avocado flow?
Man, people want that guacamole.
Yes. I suspect whoever drew that knew that they liked guacamole and figured that somewhere down on the border there had to be some Hispanics picking guacamole fruits from guacamole bushes.
They want to dominate the guacamole market.
It's really not that hard to look up. Well, I guess it was 1987, so it might have been harder than.
No. That
was new, Mike.
Yeah, that was brand new.
Yeah.
Oh,
well, one of them was older from the 80s, and then
wow, there's a
new.
thing called Google, people.
Yes.
It's not that you don't have to live in Southern California to know what a guacamole bush looks like.
It's fresh squeezed guacamole off the bush.
The guacamole must flow. Yes, a Dune reference. The guacamole must flow. Remember the tooth.
There will be guacamole in the street tonight.
Am I still sharing my screen?
Yeah.
That's why that got a little weird. All right, let's see if there's anything else we can learn from Adam Smith.
I'm sure there's quite a lot.
But this proportion must in every nation be regulated by two different circumstances. First, by the skill, dexterity, and judgment with which its labor is generally applied. And secondly, by the proportion between the number of those who are employed in useful labor and that of those who are not so employed, whatever be the soil, climate, or extent of territory of any particular nation. The abundance or scantiness of its annual supply must, in that particular situation, depend on those two circumstances. That's just the introduction, which continues.
Sorry, I'm doing that horrible Twitter thing again.
This sounds kind of classist. Book 1 says, of the causes of improvement in the productive powers of labor, and of the order according to which its produce is naturally distributed among the different ranks of people. The different ranks, of course, being the plebeian and the aristocratic. If you have to ask, yes, indeed, you are plebeian. Withheld rather not say says, I need to go. I'm in a crack mood. I'll be back later. Man, the inspiring words of Adam Smith, didn't bring you up? The wealth.
I thought it was insightful.
It is. It's really good. I'm about a third of the way through it.
Well, now I understand that, like where avocados come from. I didn't know that before.
The guacamole bush. Man, when we lived in Big Island, Hawaii, in my backyard, I had an avocado tree that was probably about 35 feet tall. This thing was massive.
Yeah, as a kid, we had some neighbors, and they had a big yard. They had 2 of those things. They were grown together. And when I was a kid, I had a tree house, but I always wanted a killer because we had like small trees in my yard, but those trees were massive. I always wanted to build a tree house in those trees.
Yeah, that's like the one thing I hate about this house is we didn't have a good tree to build a tree house on.
You could build like one on the side of the hill there. Have it attached to your
That
deck.
would really be a tree house. That would just be like a
storage
closet on the hill.
Yeah, but it'll be like a cool fort inside of a hill, man.
Well, the boys are just old enough that they'll be able to enjoy it for a year, and then they'll be like, nope, games and girls, girls and games.
Start digging now, then.
And Kevin Ryan thought that the avocado bird laid them in high mountain steps. Yeah. And then Juan Valdez would just alternate donkey loads. One load, it would be that fine Colombian coffee. And the next, it would be those delicious avocado eggs.
When you said donkey loads, man, God, so bad. And Juan Valdez with his donkey loads. Oh,
dang, Art! This is not a Tijuana show, brother.
I
know, but somehow you're turning it into one.
So Malin took advantage of my sub implosion, and he posted, "If you're unsubbing from Abacus Mike, go ahead and sub to me and back Graveyard Shift. 4 days remain, and it's up."
I tried. I should check my subs.
Taking advantage. Good job, Malin.
Yeah, like I said, I tried. I should check my subs and see if it worked out.
Well, I lost some subs when I got a little feisty with the war campaign. But I'm going to be honest, I slept like a baby.
Yeah, I don't care. I just want real people.
Well, that's the thing. These big numbers and these big numbers can look impressive up to a point, but there's only a fraction of people that ever convert past a certain point, whether they really care about your content or if they're just subbed and occasionally they stop by.
Yeah, I mean, even like, I'm subbed to PewDiePie, but I hardly ever watch them. Of course, my kids watch them, but yeah, it's I don't know. I don't know. I'd rather be able to convert 50% of 6,000 people than 10% of 50.
Yeah, yeah. Well, and you want people who are actually happy with the content you produce,
Mm-hmm.
and not because of your ring kissing or your boot licking skills.
In that case, then I would fail because
Oh no!
I'm not very good at the bootleg.
But
The
you
bootleg skills aren't very good.
you got the ring kissing down.
Yeah, I can kiss a good ring, but I can't do the bootlick thing.
Yeah.
It's a little tough.
How are you feeling about all this, Art?
Oh my gosh. About what, Mike?
The drama.
I'm anti-drama all the way around. I'll just tell you. Okay, this is my take on everything. Let me lock this down before I lose it. Okay. I just live every day like
It's
nothing.
your last.
No, like nothing. Well, I have to because of my age. No, like nothing's happened. I don't. You guys are all my brothers. We're all hanging out. I have fun with each and every one of you. I don't draw any lines. I don't make any distinctions. Possibly, if something had happened to me personally, or I had a reason to be like that, I would. But at this point in time, I don't. So I cross over into everybody. You know, I hang out with everybody. Everybody at Marvel DC, everybody in Comicsgate, everybody that's not Comicsgate. Anybody I want to hang out with, I hang out with. And I don't care, you know, if somebody doesn't like that or not, because I'm not a human being to pick a side that somebody else tells me I need to be on. So I just do my own thing, and that's it. And if somebody has a problem with that, then they have a problem with that. I can't do anything about it. But Doug's my friend, Ethan's my friend, you guys are my friend, you know, John, everybody, all my friends at Marvel, all my friends at DC. That's
Dan Panosian.
yeah, even Dan Panosian. I still talk to him all the time.
All the time, really?
Well, probably once or twice a month. Yeah.
Oh.
You know, what do you know? Like, wait, whoa, what? Really?
Dan's. I don't know that Dan's any worse than us. Occasionally, he'll get that stubborn streak, and he'll want to troll a little bit. We've both been there before.
Well, my problem with Dan is that every single freaking interaction I had with him was him.
Well, we had
homophobe.
yeah. We did have that one little stretch where he was trying to bait you into saying something homophobic. But Mike, don't you want to say that the gays are particularly wicked and perverse and will suffer in hellfire? Mike, don't you want to say that?
Kind of like what Mike's doing to me right now.
No, I respect that, Art, man. I respect that. And you know what? If you've ever been friends with more than 4 people at the same time, at least 2 of your friends don't get along.
Exactly. Yep. As soon as there's more than 2 people, I guarantee you there's 2 people that are talking behind that other one's back. It's just human nature.
Nasser's in the chat.
Kevin Ryan asked if Art Thibert is married to Nasser Rabadi. Yes, indeed, they are domestic partners under California law.
No, we're getting a divorce. We're on a timeout. We will soon be divorced.
He wants you to
it's
know.
No-fault state. It's a no-fault state, so it should be okay.
Our unrelated coma says no respect for cowardice. Pick a side, but
pick a side.
What sides?
Exactly. What side?
Like
the left side, right side.
And maybe I don't know what you mean, so I'm misreading this. But like if somebody's engaged in bad behavior, and we're all engaged in some kind of bad behavior sooner or later. I'm speaking here as a Christian, but a lot of times we're engaged in suboptimal behavior. But we're talking about the production of comic books. Very, very little of the behavior around this is anything that needs a side. Because you could have 2 guys that believe in good comic books, and I'm going to tell you, like Dan Panosian doing work at Marvel believes in good comic books.
Oh, yeah.
For his customers, people he believes are his customers, he's not going to try and anger those people and run them out. And so from that perspective, you would say, oh, he believes in good customer service and good comic books. Well, he must be Comicsgate. But if you told Dan Panosian he was Comicsgate, he'd probably flex a bicep at you or something.
Yeah. Well, let me tell you, like, this is the way I look at life. Okay, I live in a neighborhood. There's plenty of houses around me, and there's a couple neighbors that I do not get along with. I absolutely, just to be honest, I hate them. My neighbor to the left, I absolutely hate this guy.
They're watching right now, Art.
I don't. Well, okay, but I don't tell them that. I don't pick a fight with them. Every time I see them, I'm like, hey, how you doing? You know what I mean? Like, I'm friends with everybody, because the thing is, I never know. Like, if this house is on fire and my family's asleep, that guy might be the one that saves my family. You never, ever know. So I'm nice to everybody. And that's it, because you never know what somebody, even your enemy, is capable of doing as far as stepping up and possibly helping you or your family or a loved one or anybody. So that's usually just the way I go through life. I just try not to pick fights. I do have problems with people from time to time, but I just try to make the best of it, because I know the bigger picture, it isn't going to do me any good to start a fight with that guy. You know, it just doesn't make any sense to me personally.
Yeah. Well, who has the right to tell me who I can and cannot associate with? Or Edwin, you've got to stop being kind to that person, because just about every time I've been unkind to somebody, with a cooler head, I've regretted it. Even if I was acting out of principle, even if they were being a miserable wretch, every time I've been unkind to somebody, unless it was immediate self-defense, I've almost always regretted it.
Yeah, I have a few situations like that as well.
Not me.
Well, Mike, obviously by the show earlier, you believe in burning bridges.
It's true. It's true. Hey, Nasser, you still in the chat?
Ooh, let's get Nasser in here.
I did. I sent him a link, but I don't think he's still in the chat.
That would be interesting.
You know, it'd be more interesting. Let's do a.
But I agree, Edwin. So, for right or wrong, if somebody has a problem with that, then that's okay with me.
Yeah. Ray Thulu says, I avoid drama the easy way. I'm a freaking homesteading hermit. Well, there you go.
Well, that's pretty much me too. So
he's a prepper. That's the way to go. Are you Ray Thulu? Are you a prepper? I mean, homesteading is a very specific word. Yeah, but just weird words get bandied about, like loyalty and backstabbing, and I'm just like,
betrayal.
Well, wasn't there one that was like a purity test?
Yes.
Yeah, that one kind of freaked me out a little bit, because I was like, I don't know if I'll pass that. Can I bone up for that quiz? I don't know. Is there a cheat sheet?
Yeah,
I don't know if I'd pass that.
But by and large, most of the creators making indie comic books, particularly crowdfunded comic books, are going to treat their customers well as they can. Now, but that's not a license. I mean, just because you backed a comic book, I'm sure everybody appreciates that. And when I buy a comic book from somebody, you know, I'm enthusiastic, but I don't think I just purchased a license to just be miserable to somebody for a year because I bought a comic book from you. I mean, try it at the grocery store. Go buy two nice steaks, and then come by every Friday and see if you can holler at the cash register, right? At the checkout girl, and tell her she's kind of portly and smells like cheese, and see how long before they kick you out of there.
I like cheese though.
Yeah, well, You know, and if she understood that, holler at your girl. How you doing? How you doing, RT Bear?
And you're hot. You smell like cheese.
So is this sort of the same thing as how would it be if you walked into a place of business with pictures of someone who works there with dildos taped to their face?
If it happened in my office, about five of my very large Samoan workers would come deposit you in a rubbish bin. You would not enjoy the experience. It would be life altering for you.
You know,
But yet some people excuse that kind of behavior because it's just on Twitter.
Yeah, I don't get that. I don't mind if some people don't want to comment on those issues. I get it. But if on the other hand, you're talking about bad behavior of comic book artists or of the industry, about people treating people poorly, and then you've got a whole section of people who are just treating people wretchedly.
Oh, come on, Edwin, take a joke.
Yeah. And then that was I don't want to drag Art into drama though. Just even
even drama in his life. He doesn't know what it is.
Art didn't stand up for a certain I don't want to pull Art into anything. And I imagine everyone has probably heard more than enough.
I suppose.
oh yeah, please don't. If that was my cue to speak, don't drag me into anything, please.
Even by proximity, I don't want to drag him in.
Yeah, and to be honest, just to be purely honest, some of this stuff I just don't even really care about.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't get me anywhere. It doesn't move me forward. It doesn't take care of my family. I'm old enough where I can just go, well, you know what? I don't have to be part of those aspects of life. I can just choose to not, and so on some of this, that's what I do.
Yeah. I'm just with the new hotness in Comicsgate. It used to be to create, one of the things was as fans, we were angry that creators were being deprived of work because they didn't have the right politics. And now the new hotness of Comicsgate is to deprive creators of work because they don't express the right politics.
Well, have you ever heard this? Adam Carolla talks about this, and he says, if you look, the very same thing that makes people really, really popular and big are usually the same things that will destroy them. So, like what you just described is kind of the same thing. That same mechanism is what will be their undoing in a way.
But
I'm making a general statement. I'm not pointing fingers at any particular person.
There is not a single creator. There is not a single creator that I don't wish success for in every good thing they do. In every good creative thing they do, there is not a single creator I have ill will for. Anybody who's drawing pages for a living, I hope they draw their best pages. Anybody writing a script, I hope they write their best script, and so on. Professionally, as a career, I hope everybody has success and does good work and all the good things they lend their hand to.
I do too, because I think ultimately it's good for the industry. The more good that goes out there, the better it is for all of us. So I agree with that. I think that the better the industry does as a whole, the better everybody does. So I don't have any interest in slamming anybody, because even if there's a book that's selling, I don't know, 100 copies, there's 100 people that are buying that book and enjoying it. Well, hopefully enjoying it. You know what I mean? So it's finding an audience and it's entertaining somebody for, I don't know, 20 minutes, half hour, however long it takes you to read a book. And so one of the things we do is we want to entertain people. We want to be able to take them out of their troublesome life or whatever and entertain them for maybe 20 minutes to a half hour. Get them out of that world, read a good action adventure comic, and then go back out, maybe with a better outlook, maybe, with less woe. It's just entertainment. That's all it is. And if we can entertain somebody, like I said, if you can entertain somebody and sell, 100,000 copies, that's great. If you can entertain somebody by selling 50 copies, that's great too, because there's 50 people that are enjoying that book, and then there's, 100,000 people that are enjoying the other book. So, you know what I mean? It's all good.
Good Lord, Mike is not just burning those bridges, he's nuking them.
Oh, geez, what is this?
Oh, there's Miggs. Hey, Miggs. Word up. Let's see. Timothy Best says, Comicsgate is supposed to be about the consumer that doesn't want to deal with the SJ weirdos ruining their superheroes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I think we've set a new standard now. I think we've set a new standard. I was originally mostly upset that people were being deprived of opportunity, but I think now that pathway has been clearly demonstrated. Where if one of these corporate companies is not treating somebody well or strong arming them, and you have even a smidgen of talent, you can hop out. You can hop out to Kickstarter, you can hop out to Indiegogo, and you can make something happen.
Oh yeah, and it is happening now. I'm sure, Mike, the same story, where there's a lot of other professionals that are coming to me and asking me, how did you do it? How's it done? Things like that. So there's a lot of people looking at this as a template, and I do believe in my heart of hearts that this is the place to be. This is going to be the future of comic books. Everything is cyclical, so it's not going to be the be all end all for the next 100 years or whatever. But, for the here and now, I think, what we're doing, entertaining people with these, these Indiegogos and these campaigns, and then all the YouTube stuff and everything. I believe this is going to be the template for the next, decade.
I think you're right.
I would like to convince more creators to, after they finish up on Indiegogo or vice versa, to do a dip into Kickstarter.
Oh yeah, speaking of which, my editor, Roland Mann, let me get that up here. Somewhere.
Oh yeah, that's right. Cat and mouse.
Let me find that.
Hey, you guys, I got to take a restroom break. I'll be right back.
All right.
Yeah, I'm going to get my coffee, and I will be right back myself. Boy, this is all kinds of bridges is blowing up. Mike, I think you have destroyed every bridge that ever existed. I'll be right.
That's number 1. Where's number 2? And there it is.
Oh, Mig says, just got off work, so listening while I drive till I get home.
All right on. Well, here is Cat and Mouse, number 2 by my editor, Roland Mann, longtime friend, longtime editor, actually. He was my editor at Malibu. He's the editor on Lone Star, if you guys recognize his name from looking up issue 1.
Who did his art for him?
A couple guys, Dean Zachary and a new dude. So here's some Dean Zachary stuff. And Gallimore. So Dean did a third of it. This Gallimore dude took up the reins. I don't know what happened to Dean. But yeah, this is the new guy. And then I think it's the same inker all the way through. Alex Gallimore. New fella. Dean Zachary, he was at Malibu with me too, way back in the day. 27 years ago. Oh, Nasser's back in the chat. Nasser, I'm not going to plug your book. You have the link. Come in here and plug it yourself.
Blankless Universe, can you plug my book, Duality? Duality has a very nice cover by Angram. He has a professional quality.
Can you come in here and
Wait, he said he's in bed, but for 99 cents, that's probably worth it for That's probably worth it for Anne Graham's cover alone. So that's a good buy. Miles Tegg says you guys should play some Age of Empires so we can hear Edwin cackle while sinking Mike's boats.
Hey, I sank his boats.
And then I came back. I had more.
And then I sank more of your boats.
You sunk my battleship.
I think when it finished, though, not only were your galleons destroyed, but so were your little fishing vessels.
You know, I don't want to hear you talking smack, Edwin. Need it. So, yeah, let me grab the link to this.
Oh, let me get my coffee and I'll be right back.
And paste it into the chat if you guys want to go check out Cat and Mouse. It is on Kickstarter. I don't know why he chose Kickstarter, but what the heck?
So is that Roland's new book?
Yeah.
Does he was he over at Malibu with what's his name? Yeah, but Rosenberg and all.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, and Hank Canals.
Yep.
Yup.
So lots of tiers. There's actually some very cheap tiers here. Cat and Mouse #2 exclusive Kickstarter edition, $10. Jeez, this guy does not know how to make money.
What are you thinking, Roland?
You get a no-frills PDF of 1 and 2 for $8. What is up, Hikaru? Yo, yo, yo. #2 exclusive Kickstarter edition print copy for $7. What the heck, dude?
You need to educate him, Mike.
I know he's like Nasser.
He's like no. There's only one Nasser. How dare you?
He just underpriced everything so much. So much. The Comics Bear says, "Can you plug Bear's channel? It's free." Where is that? Oops, I saw it. Nope. I was going to put it up on the stream, but I can't find it now. Bear's channel. The comic. Was it the comics? The Comics Bear. There you go. That's the one. There it is. So, yeah. Please do go check out Cat and Mouse, ladies and gentlemans. Roland's a great guy. Hard worker. He's actually the guy that taught Critias how to write. Isn't that funny? Coincidence? Roland was a teacher at a school here in town, or not here, but in where's that? Florida. And Critias was one of his students.
Hey, what is that 3 degrees of separation with Kevin Bacon? You should have
6 degrees of Kevin Bacon.
6 degrees. Yeah, you need that with 6 degrees with Mike S. Miller.
Well, pick somebody. I'll bet you I can get there.
Jim Lee. That's an easy one.
1 degree.
1 degree of separation.
No degrees.
There's no degree. I think she's got my voodoo's got some fat arms. I think I'm making fat arms.
Where's your picture? Let me see your fat armed voodoo.
She's got some fat arms. Let me see. I need some feedback. Okay, I go here, and then I got a million tabs open. What the heck? There we go. All right, screen share, boom. Screen share, boom, boom, boom. Can you see that?
Yeah.
So that's a thick arm, right? She's got some thick arms.
That's healthy.
That's a healthy arm right there.
Yeah.
Is it? It needs to be thinned out, though, right, Mike?
No.
Oh, cool.
I don't think so.
All right.
If I were drawing this, I would bring her right leg backwards, though.
What do you mean, like move it back? Just
instead of her doing a squat, have her be doing more of a lunge.
A lunge. You mean? Okay, so the leg from the knee to the ankle.
Yeah, that's her left leg. I mean her other leg.
The right one.
Yeah.
The one behind.
Yeah. So I'd have the thigh going straight down, and then just tilt it 90 degrees to the counterclockwise. Essentially. No. From the hip.
From the here. Oh, okay.
From the hip. I would have her doing a lunge, so her legs aren't. She's not doing a squat. She's doing a lunge.
Yeah, but squats are hot. No. Okay.
Not this squat.
Not this squat. Yeah, I will work on that. Yeah, because the photo I had, this back leg was kind of supporting. It looked like it was supporting some of the weight.
Yeah, but this is a comic book drawing.
Okay. All right. So the arm's good. So now I got to work on the leg. Thanks, Mike.
Yeah.
I'm back.
Where's her elbow at? Well, you've already hidden it.
Uh-oh. Edwin has a 2 cents to add. What's wrong with the elbow?
Eric Hawkins says, geez, Art is a perv.
Whoa. That's what the guy wanted.
So you're calling your customer a perv? Geez, Art.
The heel would be behind the pole. What are you talking? Oh, the way Mike was talking? Yeah. Right, Mike? So the leg behind the right leg would be...
Yeah, her butt cheek would be clenching that pole.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I'll try. I'll try it.
That came out wrong.
Pole crunching?
Captain Hilt says, physics don't apply here, Art. Only sexy applies.
Yes. See, I like that, Shinobi Raccoon. Got it right. Well, most of the weight is just being put on the pole, so it's not all on the legs. She's putting a lot of weight on the pole. What? No takers?
Nope.
Art.
No.
You guys left me stranded there.
Not after the Captain America.
We met our quota, right, Edwin?
Yeah.
Yeah. Squats and lunges. No schemes and scams, Edwin. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, you're watching on YouTube, huh?
Oh, am I behind the chat? Yeah. Well, it's weird because in StreamYards I can't see the chat.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, so I'm always going to be delayed a little bit, so maybe I shouldn't read them out loud.
That's okay. It's okay. You can. Don't worry.
And everybody in the stream can say, "Slow poke, you're a slow poke."
Well, he's an oldie folk.
He's an old slow poke.
All right, so Tamara's drone and quartered.
What about her left arm?
What to do? Wackadoo.
Oh,
Well, it should be a 9. It should be a 9/11 tribute, but should we make it more specific, or because this makes exactly 1 year of drone and quartered. This is the 1 year anniversary.
Yeah.
When I was talking in the drone and quartered DM group, I suggested Superman because that's truth, justice, in the American way.
Can you say that anymore? I think they've deleted that from the slogan.
Doesn't matter. We're bringing it back. Truth, justice, and the American way.
Nasser says he was on the first D&Q. He needs to be on the 1 year anniversary episode. Wait, this isn't the 1 year, is it? Did you say that?
It is the 1 year anniversary.
It's the 1 year?
Yes, it is, sir.
Wait, I thought Nasser was bailing.
Man, I thought he was in bed.
Yeah. What's this? I think we're catching Nasser in a lie.
I can't trust Nasser anymore.
He just wanted to get Edwin to plug his book.
Let's see. Ted Lehman says, what about Sergeant Rock? Sergeant Rock's a good one.
He's the sergeant of the rocks.
Nick Fury and the Howling Commandos. How?
Soul Train.
Harry won the first one with his 9/11 tribute Chris Evans. Yes, indeed, he did. Yeah, we're at a year. For some reason, we're watching Lord of the Rings and Star Wars montage. I don't know why we're watching this, but that's what we're watching.
Because I just saw it and I was like, oh, that looks good.
Mike's bored. That's impossible.
No montage.
We could do Rambo since you've got Rambo Last Blood coming out. Jim Crotty says, every week I float soups. I thought this was it. Well, if we did soups, Art would have to come in. Because then we would have Injustice versus Trinity Superman. It'd be like a showdown. Because we've got two artists right here in this very live stream who have both drawn very famous versions of Superman.
Who've both been drawn and quartered.
How long do you think they'll let me play this before they strike the channel?
They're striking it now, Mike.
Yeah, that's what
I
I was
don't
thinking.
think you'll be struck. I think you'll be demonetized.
I don't care about that.
Demonetized.
Because money grows right next to those avocados.
Yes.
No, because what my monetization on this is going to be like 6 cents. So
Well, this is transformative. Zzz, zzz. Now I will flail my laser sword at you until I do.
I think Superman is a logical choice. We have not done Superman in a year.
Who? Maybe this. Whoa. What you got? What you got, Darth? Whoop, what's it? Oh, check this out. Whoop. Right there. Zzz. Yeah.
Old men with laser swords.
You like it, don't you? Oh,
There you go. The smirk.
if you strike Mike down, he will only come back stronger.
That is correct. We've got Rambo confirmed. Although, yeah, Rambo. Gosh, what do you think? Superman or Rambo?
Super Rambo.
Rambo. Dun, 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 dun. Will Art be on Drawn and Quartered? I don't know. Art?
I have an interview tomorrow with Von Klaus of Monster MD on my YouTube tomorrow.
Tomorrow, what time?
Is it 6 or 7? I
You
got
scheduled an interview during Drawn and Quartered? Are you trying not to get any views?
Dang.
Well, I told them. I'm also going to do
That's that backstabbing they were talking about, isn't it?
I'm also going to do a live show during the auction Friday as well.
Oh, wow.
Art?
They're not. It's not my scheduling, man. I told those guys, I was like, you know who we're going to be competing against, right? And they're like, yeah. And I'm like, oh, okay. Because I'm doing a Chester show, Buster Chester. What's his name? Chester
Busby.
Chester Buster.
Wow. So Chester's trying to compete with
Chester Busby, MD, with Von Klaus Monsters. Yeah. So
brilliant.
I'll bop in and harass you guys.
Brilliant. Ba, 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 ba.
You're overmatched, Luke. You can't win.
But he did win. Well, sort of.
The power of this.
They're gonna undo all that stuff in the new trilogy.
I'm just saying, Luke is the one who winds up drinking green fish milk, and then does an astral slideshow of himself, an astral PowerPoint version of himself across the galaxy, and then dies on a rock alone. So Yeah, he won. He
Good
died
triumph.
childless. He died childless and alone. Yes, victory. Victory is yours, Luke.
Good will triumph.
Mm.
Life will
I like
repay.
here how Darth Vader doesn't even have to like do anything. He's just standing there, and all the stuff's getting thrown at him. You know, like in all the it's always like somebody like. Well, I guess he could be closing his eyes and concentrating, but they're always doing the hand gestures. I'm going to move this, and Darth's just like, nope, I'm not moving.
He was curling his toes. You just couldn't see it. That was the toe-based force power. I think the reason people are sad about Star Wars is because it will always be a derivative product. If you look at the original, if you looked at the original script for Star Wars, he borrowed so heavily from Dune, and it kind of shows. I mean, Dune had the original Jedi, had, oh, you suck. Why would you do that? You cut off my hands.
What happened?
Good. Very festive colors. Yes.
That's how I fall downstairs too.
Backflip,
Like a pimp.
backflipping it. It would have been better if he'd have just landed that backflip, man.
Then broke out into a gymnastics routine.
He started doing some popping and locking, some spinning.
Ooh, Hank Spectrum points out Rambo never gave up his patriotism, unlike DC Superman.
Mm.
Well, I don't think Superman had anything to do with that. I think it's the politics of the time. I think what they wanted to do is sell a movie to the world market, and they didn't want to, get stuck with the whole American way.
Unrelated, Coleman disagrees with me, but I mean, you understand Dune came out in 1956, and you had fierce warriors from a desert planet. A young boy has to take over the mantle of his father, fight the emperor.
Off with his hand.
You've got the Bene Gesserit. You've got prescience. I mean, you've essentially got several people manifesting Jedi-like abilities.
You've got the Dom Jabba.
20 years before, yeah.
I just wanted to say Gom Jabba.
Gom Jabba. Yes, indeed, sir. Yes, indeed.
God, I've read that book when I was still a teenager.
The voice.
Was it Faye? Is it Faye Rotha or Fade Rotha?
Fade Rotha. You're talking about the character played by Sting?
Yeah. The guy was a shit. Pardon my French.
That wasn't French.
It was.
I will kill him. Yes, in the book and the movie at least. The movie at least, and the book almost at the end of the book concludes with a spectacular knife fight. Yeah, a lot of it is derivative. Okay, so what are we thinking? Rambo, Superman, or G.I. Joe? G.I. Joe. A real American hero.
Didn't we already do G.I. Joe?
Did we? I think we did Baroness. Didn't we do Baroness?
Yeah, but that was it, right? It was G.I. Joe, and that was what they picked.
Oh, that's right. Let's do Rambo, man. Rambo's pretty American.
Yeah, and his movie's coming out.
Do the old Rambo.
You mean like the older version of Rambo, or
The new version?
Old. I'm just old Rambo.
Old Rambo.
Cobra.
I hear a thumping.
You know, I don't get it. These guys can fly. Why don't they just fly?
I don't know, but I'm watching this fight and I'm thinking nothing in the new movies is even close to this choreographed fight.
Well, it's because they don't have Ray.
Yeah, you know what? He really does step it up. I haven't seen any of those clips in years, and watching it now, I'm like, wow, it's pretty amazing.
Yeah, it really makes the last fight between Anakin and Obi-Wan look stupid. No, sucks to be you.
Look at the light get sucked out of his eyes. Cut him down with your anger, Obi-Wan.
Do it. Do it.
But then you realize Obi-Wan is he's a bad man.
Oh my gosh, look at that. That's good stuff.
Rey is like 21 here.
And you know what else? Like Rey's gonna have a double lightsaber, and I guarantee you none of the fight's gonna look as cool as this.
With the little herky-jerky motion of the butterfly knife lightsaber, looks kind of wackadoodle.
It is really weird. You have a saber that the beam comes out of the hilt. Like, why do you need that? It doesn't even make any sense.
Your YouTube stream is buffering, Mike.
Mike's buffering.
Buffering. You're buffering. I got the wheel.
A buffer.
Oh, can you be around early enough so we can figure out how for me to start the stream from here, so we don't have the issues with drawn and quartered like we had the last time?
Uh-oh, we lost Mike.
No, I'm here.
I can hear him clicking, but his face looks kind of frozen. Oh, maybe that's just his face.
You on a bait.
Mike got box.
Oh, Count Dookie. Get him, Dookie. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh god.
He's like this actor's like 90 years old here.
He's
Oh yeah, this is the worst fight. Yeah, why do they do this?
Oh, there you go.
Win. Look at that.
There you go, buddy.
And then doesn't Yoda come in at some point? Or did he already get his butt kicked?
You know, fighting with one sword and fighting with two swords is a completely different skill set.
Yeah. Well, he paid for it with his hand.
Eh.
They have to do special effects because they can't really do a good fight choreography.
Right? Look at this. Terrible. It's so bad.
Hey, dude.
Oh, I hate the fight choreography in these movies.
After watching, oh, look at that.
Oh, so bad.
Oh, that didn't even look real.
You want to drop some Molly and come back to my room and listen to some records?
Here's where it totally jumps off the rails, man. This is the most ridiculous thing. It was supposed to be be really cool, but I just thought it was kind of silly.
Yeah.
I mean, Yoda could just go and kneecap the guy. Like, just go
Yeah. Why are you going after his upper torso? Just drop
go
him
under the saber and just chop him, at the knees.
But it looks like he's trying not to kill him. But
yeah.
While he's doing this,
I know.
Why doesn't Yoda? I always wonder why they don't just use their force powers on each other and just whoever the strongest is, just slang the dude against the wall.
Could they just force power the other guy, just crush his head?
Hold on a second.
Crush his body?
Yeah, they struck it. They struck the stream. I gotta let it buffer.
Oh, did I? Oh no!
Suspended. Hold on.
Got him.
Got him.
Mike is truly burning those bridges in self-destruction.
Boy, they didn't care about the burning bridges, but you put Star Wars on.
Oops.
That's a copyright strike, though. That doesn't affect your streaming, I don't think.
Damn you, Disney. So can they still hear us?
No.
No.
Wait.
Mouse slap.
It might take a minute.
So what do you do, Mike, when it's like this?
I don't know. We can talk secrets.
Oh, it just has to take its course.
I hear
Yeah.
secrets that you
It'll
keep.
come back on. We are dropping viewers, though.
We are drawing viewers.
Art's talking in his sleep.
Oh my gosh. I actually know that band. That band's called the Romantics, right?
Yeah.
I hear the secrets that you keep.
Dun, 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 dun.
I think the only reason I know that is because the drummer was the singer, and I like drummers.
Stream suspended for policy violations.
Yeah. Suspended.
You are suspended, sir.
When you're talking in your sleep.
Dun, 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 dun.
We're gonna get striked again singing that song.
I like that description. Sub, unsub, whatever. Whatevs. Whatevs. All right, I'm gonna start getting some dinner ready. Can you be around though, so we can try and originate the stream from here tomorrow? That way we don't have to.
Oh, right.
Right.
Well, apparently, because I can just give you my Google login.
Okay.
StreamYard just goes straight to YouTube.
Okay.
You don't need keys or anything. You want to do it? If you want. Oh, wait. Did you want to do it from StreamYard, or because we can only have 6 up at a time?
It's up to you. It's up to you. We can do it either way. If I can take it from OBS, I've got OBS here.
There we are. We're back.
We're back.
We're back, ladies and gentlemen. And suddenly we got 14 more than we were on the show.
You can't win, Mike. I have the high ground.
Disney had the high ground.
They struck you down. Did you come back even stronger?
Did you see in the chat, Mike? They were saying mouse slapped.
Oh, yeah.
You were mouse slapped.
Down with the mouse.
Kathleen Kennedy said, "No, none for you, Mike Miller."
Disney is defeated.
Good night.
Rose Tico is leading a team of elite commandos now to Mike Miller's home to murder him. Murder.
Best stream ever.
It's filled with drama, action, romance.
All right. Should I put it back up?
You're playing with fire.
If nothing else, Mike, you are consistent.
I try to be consistent. I do try.
Hey, Mike, when you were young, you just poked the bear constantly, right? You were a bear poker.
I don't even know what that means.
He's
pushing your luck.
Maybe.
Midnight toker. He gets on the run.
Work on here? Oh, no. Darn it. That's what they need to do. They need to get my emojis up on StreamYard.
All right, so can I announce a 9/11 edition of Drawn and Quartered Rambo?
Yeah, let's do Rambo.
Music Bobo says, Mike, can I ask you a serious question? Can we get the Meg?
Yes, we can. Si se puede. I just did an update today on the Meg. I guess we can show it on here.
All right.
I don't think I'll get a strike for it. Wah, wah.
All right, Mike, I'm moving her leg back now. Thanks.
Good boy. Why are you doing that?
If this doesn't work out, I will never trust you again.
Did you
Why would you?
did you put her right foot out?
And her left foot in.
Her right foot out.
Shake it all about.
That's what it's all about.
Look at this. So updates. I don't know why people don't read their updates.
Well, I hate you, Mike, because this is working.
So much better. Thank you.
Yeah.
Moving forward like a shark must. Hey, fans of Meg, Six Gun, and Deal with the Devil. Looks like Bill is incommunicado. Last update from him, he was back in the medical center for his health issues to do with his diabetes. So unfortunately, I'm going to have to pull the books from him in order to get them printed. I'm working directly with my printer and former publishing partner, Brett Berner, and he's putting the books together as we speak, type, whatever. So long story short, from Brett to the printer shouldn't be very long, and we should be printing ASAP. After that, it's just waiting to get the books in, and I'll be fulfilling. Also, if you bought your books on Amazon, this is strictly speaking the Meg, I will be sending 3,000 copies of the retail variant directly there. So hopefully they will fulfill your orders, even if they were from the previous publisher. I think that's how it works. So with my fingers crossed, I'm spending the extra money to get them to Amazon. Hope you are all having a wonderful Tuesday. So that is the update on the Meg, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, Mike, next time you talk to Brett, tell him I said hi.
No.
Okay.
You don't actually want to talk. You don't actually want to tell him hi enough to actually like, hey, Mike, give me his number so I can say hey. This is not like that level. It's just like if you remember it, tell him Art wishes him vaguely positive salutations. Just
in passing. Just in passing.
Right.
Yeah, Art says hi.
I can do that if I remember.
You know, just one of those things.
Moderately well wish.
I usually don't talk to Brett unless I need something.
Tell him Art said, "What's up, punk?"
Wait a minute, we're still off air, right? Did I say that? Oh no. What?
Rhaegar says, whoever draws Rambo jumping off an American Eagle while holding Lady Liberty in one arm and drop kicking Bin Laden in the chin wins.
Nice.
All right.
That's a lot. That's a lot to do in 2 hours.
Yeah.
Music Bobo says, when is Lone Star 3 coming? So you're on the last page. You're on the last page of Monster Hunt.
The last page of Monster Hunt. This is correct.
So all that goes to the colorist. And then how many pages left on Soul of the Soldier are left to draw?
I think 20.
20. Okay. So realistically, that is probably 2 months. And then you're going to get that colored as it goes. But there's going to be another book in between Lone Star 2 and Lone Star 3. And that book is either going to be Atomic Family or Godsword. Though I am strongly encouraging Mr. Miller to have a Lone Star backup story in whatever book comes in between Lone Star 2 and Lone Star 3.
Yes, you
What
are.
kind of backup story? Or is that for another stream?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, why are you so nosy, Art?
I don't know, because that sounded like what Edwin was teasing, and I don't know.
Well, don't be angry. He's just drawn that way.
I'm just drawn that way. Hey, Edwin, how's your story coming along with the book you're working with Matt on?
So Ben Henderson has taken a pause from the comic book industry.
Uh-oh.
He had a lot of personal stuff going on and a lot of stuff he needed to attend to. So that is on hold for now.
That sucks.
It's all right. It will work out well one way or another.
It will work out well done.
Hopefully. That's
Boom.
Oh, wait a minute. I'm starting to sense maybe Weldon's in this story that you guys were talking about.
what you're talking about. Edwin, can you
Change the subject. I'm on to you, Mike.
God Sword to Music Bobo real quick?
Let's see what was Music Bobo's. All right, okay, but I want to hear about Godsword. Okay, Godsword is a young woman named Eden Solomon. She is a descendant. She is a descendant of an Ethiopian princess and a Jewish archaeologist, and she comes into possession of divine armor. And we kind of went off some of the descriptions from Corinthians, the armor of faith and so on. And she will also have a kind of special sword that is the sword going to be derived from the sword at the Garden of Eden?
It is the sword from that guarded the Garden of Eden, yeah.
Yeah. And so when Adam and Eve were kicked out, of the Garden of Eden, God placed an angel there and a sword. Doesn't say he placed an angel with a sword. He placed an angel there and a sword, a fiery sword that spun about to keep Adam and Eve from getting back into the garden and accessing the tree of life.
Or Cain. Freaking Cain.
Cain.
You bloodsucker.
All right, but this is all, so the same universe that this God Sword character will be in, Eden Solomon, is in the same universe as the characters from Lone Star Heart of the Hero, the same world as the Atomic Family, and that's kind of got some cool stuff going on. Now, Mike has changed their initial trajectory a little bit, and I think that is super cool.
Yeah, the Atomic Family ends up in the center of the earth.
Ethiopian Jew, can she wield God's armor? Yes. I picture more a blonde, beautiful woman, dark-haired woman with mocha skin, light mocha skin. We actually
a black lady.
We did but Ethiopians kind of have different features anyway. But we did a drawn and quartered for Godsword, and there were some absolutely gorgeous versions of her drone.
Yeah. Although mine was the best.
Yours should be the best.
I know, right? But John Malin's was interesting. Didn't follow any of the requisite design elements, but he's going to use it for his own thing.
There's always a method to John's madness.
This is true.
And so again, after once Lone Star ships, once Lone Star Soul of the Soldier ships, and then Mike has like 2 days off and then launches the next campaign, that's either going to be Godsword, Atomic Family, or maybe even both.
Music Bobo, she's the daughter of an Ethiopian princess and a Jewish archaeologist. This has nothing to do with political correctness.
Yeah, it's a story, and we'll talk about that. So
I don't do political correctness.
There's this whole and Music Bobo. You should look up a legend called the Legend of Prester John. But there was actually a large Jewish Ethiopian population there, and there's some history there. So it's more historical, and it gives her a distinctive appearance, and it kind of makes sense.
Yeah, and they are the descendants of, well, not all of them, but they are descended from the Queen of Sheba, some of them. And,
I forgot to mention the third possible story that could be launched. You're going to have to make a hard decision soon.
I know.
Because the third possibility is the Primo character, and the Primo character is super cool. Have you talked about how the one uncle is actually the one character?
Kagemusha?
Yeah.
No, I haven't brought it up. It was a secret, but thanks.
Well, you just named it. That's why I was talking about it obliquely.
Okay, nobody remembered what he just said. And that was incorrect, by the way. So good. All right. We're just going to say Kagemusha features in Primo.
Yes. Kagemusha is Musha or Mushu?
Musha.
Musha. Kagemusha is Mike's samurai as Batman or Batman as samurai, kind of with.
Oh, I got it right here. Hold on.
Yeah, music Bobo, you're absolutely welcome. And if you look back a couple of episodes of Drawn and Quartered, you can see the Godsword edition. If you want to go back and see that. Kagemusha.
It's funny, earlier in the stream someone said everything Mike owns is within arm's reach.
Yeah, that's true. Have quite a bit of stuff within arm's reach. You got like the door of the TARDIS open there or something?
Right. So that's Kagemusha right there. This was originally going to be a pitch. Well, it was a pitch with Chuck Dixon and I for a Batman story, but they ignored us. So screw you, DC. I'm gonna keep it.
All right, so you've got 3 possibilities there, and in all the possible combinations, because there's nothing to say. It will be only one book that comes out next, and so the Blacklist universe is expanding,
What
and
is
it
burning?
That's
I'll be right back.
that's JoJo and his flamethrower.
Mike's universe is expanding like my gut.
Don't.
I actually had to go out walking this evening. I'm getting fat.
Oh, you should. You should. When there's walking is so good for you. I mean, a brisk walk is better, but it improves all parameters of health, including cognitive function.
Yeah. Ever since the pooch moved on, I haven't got out because we used to
gotcha. Walk the dog
all the time. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm getting back out there.
Jeremiah for $4.99 says, Godsword, can't wait to throw money at that. I've got to go in just a second. When Mike comes back, will you let him know? Oh, that's not Mike. Mike, you came back younger. You've changed. What's going on, gentlemen?
Mike did get younger. I just cut back to StreamYard. It's little Mike. It's mini Mike. Uh-oh. Wow. That was definitely a dad look he just shot you.
Yeah, boy, he's very protective of that chair.
I would be too. It looks very comfortable.
What does my chair?
Yeah.
And Mike, just so you don't miss it, I've got to go here, but Jeremiah for $4.99 said, Godsword, can't wait to throw money at that.
Nice.
And he threw money at you to say that, Mike.
I appreciate it, Jeremiah. Thank you very much. Yeah, it's not so much. It's up to the teams, because those are going to be different teams. So whichever team can deliver first or fastest or shows me their turnaround time, that'll be the team that gets their book out first. So honestly, it's probably a toss-up between Primo and Atomic Family at that.
Definitely. All right, Mr. Miller, if you're still going later on, I will see you later on.
All right, brother.
Have a good one.
Have a good one, man. Enjoy.
Aloha.
Godsword, forged by the Lord.
It's just us again, Mike.
It's just us. It's me and you and me.
Just the two of us.
No matter how they toss the dice. Mike is shorter yet. I didn't mean to click that one.
What?
It said Mike is shorter yet. Mike has to put out more than one book at a time so Ethan can yell at him again. Ethan's yelling at me days are over.
No more yelling.
I ain't putting up with that. It was sad when Ethan Van Sciver didn't make friends with Mike when Mike was just speaking his mind. Wow, suddenly it became all about Ethan again. What did you do while I was gone?
We brought up Ethan.
Did you?
No. We were talking about your kid. I didn't know he was in a chair, and then somebody's talking about like, oh, there's Mini Mike. And then I looked, I was like, whoa, it's like what happened to Mike? Now he's a child. It's like one of those weird movies where the actor becomes a kid.
Yeah.
And it was your son. He
Kevin,
slid into your chair.
I believe in walking for one's health. I walk down the street to have a cigarette all the time.
Oh, I was talking about I'm getting back into walking.
Just the two of us on the screen, P Money, and I don't count Canadians anyways.
Whoa. What's with the
you're Canadian, so it's just me.
What's with the hate, Mike?
Just me.
I love the knuckleheads. Each and every one of them.
I think Ethan is a really good artist, but I think Mike might actually be better. That's just my opinion. Now, what do you think, Art, of this idea? You know how John
You're gonna put me on the spot again, aren't you?
Yeah, I am. You know how John Malin does those draw over art critiques?
Yeah.
What do you think about me doing that with some of Ethan's art?
Oh no. Wow, you really are consistent. I don't know, Mike. It's your call, man.
Your show.
You want to do it, then
Bridges all day long.
blow up another one. You got a detonator right there under your desk, don't you? One of those plungers.
Don't do it, Mike. Mike, come on, man.
You got 1 foot. You got one hand on the drawing board, the other foot on the plunger under your desk. I'm gonna blow this crap up.
It's a trap. Don't do it. Everybody's responding.
Yeah, what does the chat think? Should Mike do that? They want
says that sounds like a no from Art.
well, I'm not saying. I mean, if that's what you feel you need to do, I wouldn't do it. Okay, well, I think I am done with this. Should I show it off? I moved your leg back.
Yeah, I want to see it.
Okay, and then I'm gonna call it a day. Let me see if I can hit the screen share. Boom, 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 boom. Brother Voodoo. So I angled the leg back. It looks better. So that's the.
Where is it? It's not on the screen.
Oh, it's not. Wait, hold on.
No, there's no boom.
Okay. There we go.
Your boom has failed us.
Boom. There's the boom.
Boom.
Boom, baby.
I thought you were moving the leg back.
I did. I moved it back probably a quarter of an inch. You mean back, like the whole, or just angle it back?
I did, but I guess you're all right. The funny thing is that makes that leg look short. Because you've got her right butt cheek forward and her right knee back. So her right leg looks like it's about 6 inches shorter than her left leg.
Right, because it's moved back, right? Okay. No problem. Photoshop is my buddy. I can move it back. But it's angled differently too, though. So I do like the angle better. So I'll just move it forward more. Yeah. And I'll probably
you can't tell it's angled differently. So if you're going to do that, you're going to have to move it somehow so you can tell that it's angled.
Okay. Yeah, I'll probably bring this together live on my show.
Comic Book Bob says, sometimes I feel like a surgeon trying to sew up a wound, and Mike's a mean little kicking me in the shins.
That's a pretty good analogy. Yes, that is. I like that you're so good at poking the bear, but you didn't know what that meant.
I did.
You did. Oh,
of course I did.
You just wanted to see if I knew what it meant.
Yeah. Sure.
You were quizzing me. That was a quiz. Okay. Well, I'm going to call it. Are you going to stay on?
Jawa Express might be right. No, I'm going to wrap it up. It's been over 3 hours, almost 3.5 hours, and I got a drawer.
Yes.
So I'm going to see maybe Malin's going to be doing his stream.
Is he doing one right now?
I don't know. Let me see. I know he was going to be. I don't see anything in my. Can somebody check if Malin's streaming?
Yes, somebody.
Comic Book Bob says, I got to go to work. Try not to burn all the bridges down while I'm gone, Nero.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
All right. Well, if Malin's not on, then I'll just listen to the rest of the Wealth of Nations, I guess.
Yes.
I like to learn things.
You do. Well, that's good.
It's funny because a lot of it is like literally ancient history, but a lot of it is just basic how markets and commerce and money works. It's very it's a good primer.
It's good stuff.
Good stuff, man. Malin's not streaming. No other CG streams right now. Well, I can't do it all night, guys. I'm tired.
You can't do it all, alone. You need help.
Alone, can't do it all night.
Can't do it all night. Well, can I get a quick little plug? I'm going to have
do it. Put it on.
Von Klaus tomorrow interview Monster MD. We're going to talk for about an hour and promote his book a little bit. So it's around 6. I think it's 6 or 7 Pacific Standard Time. So that should be fun. I've never talked to him. Have you talked to him, Mike?
On Klaus? I think we're on the team together.
Yes. He sounds like an interesting dude. Yeah. So it should be a lot of fun.
Corum says, what's the Injustice versus Suicide Squad thing, Mike? Oh, it's Tom Taylor and Bruno Redondo, the other artist on Injustice, and Tom Taylor, the writer for Injustice, are joining together to do Suicide Squad up next. And so I did a little story on that. And guys, if you haven't already, please get on over, get yourself some Lone Star and Monster Hunt. Beautiful artwork by John Malin, and a cover by Ethan Van Sciver. Kanan White for Monster Hunt. Elliot Fernandez for Monster Hunt. Cards, artwork, previews galore at LoneStarComic.com. LoneStarComic.com. Link is probably not in the description. Probably not. But yeah, so that's a cool looking. What is that?
So wait, Mike, are you working on that Suicide Squad Injustice, or is it just friends of yours?
Well, I don't know. Tom Taylor unfriended me after Trump got elected. Oh, it's the Blake Northcott one. That looks cool. Everglade Angels. So I don't know. I haven't talked to Tom in a very long time, but Bruno and I, we would chat. So I'm not sure. I don't think he's got any problems with it. Wow, this is beautiful. New stretch goal. Jay Lee print. Oh, that's right. I gotta talk to freaking Jay. Yeah, that looks cool too. You guys should check that out as well. But don't forget, get Lone Star and Monster Hunt. And when are you going to put your new Indiegogo up, Art?
It will probably be next month. So we have the pre-launch for Chrono Mechanics right now. So please go sign up. We have a ton of exclusives and possibly some freebies for the early signer-uppers. So Chrono Mechanics.
Early birds.
Yeah, so it's up and it's going. I think we have about 150 people right now. I really don't want to go live until we have at least 3. I talked to Kyle Higgins. Kyle had 500 people signed up on his pre-launch before he went out. Trust me, guys, it really, really does help. And yeah, did you have a pre-launch for Lone Star 2?
I did. I had a landing page, but I really just used my email list from Lone Star 1 to blow up day one. And guys, don't forget, Lone Star for the troops. You can get comics for the troops. Please. Thank you. I had so many more for the first issue, and only 22 claimed on this one, which is not as good as I was hoping for. But still. Let's get them out. 32.
It's not bad, Mike. It's not like you're not doing exceptionally well right now.
No, but it's just the troops one. That's my favorite one. I like.
Oh, okay.
I want to get, even though this technically I don't make money off of this one, right? Because I'm sending it all to the troops. But it's still my favorite one to sell.
Yeah.
So whatever. In fact, it actually last time around it cost me a good plug nickel extra because of all the screw ups.
In the shipping?
In the shipping, yeah.
Yeah. I'm hoping that doesn't come back and bite me in the butt. I think we've done pretty good on the black and white campaign, though.
Wait, what? Sorry. I blanked out for a second.
Oh. You need to eat something, Mike.
I do. I'm starving. Let's wrap this up. Thanks, Art, for being here. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out through this very strange episode of The Wealth of Nations.
Possibly rename this Crash or Mike Crashes and Burns Live.
And something to do with Quarter Black Garrett or Louder with Crowder.
Remember, guys, burn those bridges.
Burn those bridges, guys. Stand on principle, but burn the bridges. All right.
Yes.
See you all tomorrow or something later. Good night.
All right, man. See ya.